I'd normally have this on starting soon for a little bit longer, but if I recall correctly, we have to do a bunch of shit with inventory management and such. So may as well head in there and do that right now while everyone gets to join us that desire. Yeah, this is a lot of junk that we have, isn't it? We have all this goblin shit that we just got from the quest that we accomplished. Did we do any ding-dings? No. Maybe we did that last time. Right, we need to go somewhere where we can sell stuff. I'm not sure if Brunwald over here is the best place to do that. Was there anything we want to do here? What quest be those? To Magnus, where the fuck is that? 480 crowns, that is not nothing, so it might be pretty far away. It's all the way down here. That's not too bad. I would like to fuck around with the southern stuff a little bit. I'd also like to try some of this trading, since we have a quest for that. This is mead, which is nice, but not what we need right now. What are the selling prices here? 15 is okay. It's not the best sort of number, but not the worst. I think we just... I mean, it's 480 bucks for not really much anyway. Most of the way is gonna be the same trip we'd do anyway without that quest, but no, let's not do that. I just want to head over here and... Oh wait, was there a guy to hire or something? Was that what I was considering? Oh yeah, right, there was secret over here. Right, so we could get rid of some of these people that we have. We still have Steph in our willing sacrifice here. Keep saying willing, so he one day actually believes it. Who else needs to go? I think... Really, it's only you. This heavy armor is screwing you a little bit, I must admit. I could remove that and then you'd be useful for a little while longer. You're not even a cultist though. Hey Doc. Welcome in while we do more equipment and inventory management and that sort of shit. I also need to check out how good this spear actually is, let's see. So this has glaive slash rather than thrust, so it is a slicing damage rather than thrusting thing. Doesn't seem to be that much better than this tier 3 spear here. 39 to 52. Actually, that is pretty good. 10% chance to hit rather than 20. Because it's a glaive rather than a spear. 4 AP and 10 fatigue versus 4 AP and 8 fatigue, so it is even a little bit better in terms of damage. I should just look down here for the damage comparison, really. So yeah, it's better than a normal spear. It's lighter. It does a little bit less to armor. Probably because it's slashing damage. And it definitely costs less fatigue, yeah. That's pretty nice. It's not fantastic, but it's nice. If we have a character that will end up using that, like maybe this tank here, for example. Someone that isn't going to be too big on melee skill anyway. Anyways, so what I really need to make my mind up for is this character. What do we do with you? I'm very tempted to just fire you. One thing we need to do first, though, is we need to get rid of some of this junk. I'm not going to repair all these nets, so I may as well just click on them so they disappear. Get rid of some of these extra quivers. I think we have more than enough of those. There is no trade good to buy here, is there? These are pretty expensive, honestly, these notch blades. This is really good money to kill goblins, I suppose. Right, so now we have enough room to unequip you and fire you. Do we really want to do that, though? I think so. I think it's worth taking the risk on... Although, right. The issue was that I don't just need a guy that can fight. I need a guy that has cooking, ideally, or something useful anyway. Which you do not have. Also, any new guy we hire is going to be the lowest level, so pretty likely to be in the upcoming sacrifice. Okay, let's put this back on you then for now. We could omit the shield, honestly. That gives you a little bit more stamina to function with, and your defense isn't miserably bad. Especially for someone that isn't actually a cultist. Ready for the bin, my lord? Please no. Let's try not to for now. Yeah, that is exactly what we're doing. So I need to get rid of Masota over here at some point, this gambler. First of all, I don't want her to be converted into the cult. Like, I want that to happen to, like, ideally Fish, because Fish has been with us for a while and is one of our really good characters. Or maybe other classes that we just recently acquired. Like, we got the Swordsmaster here somewhere, didn't we? Oh, this guy, yeah, so like this guy would be nice to convert, for example. Fisk would be nice to convert, and these other ones are already cultists. So having a non-cultist here that has a chance of eating the conversion event would be a bit of a shame. So I do want to get rid of you at some point, but I also desperately need characters that have these campaign skills, like, for example, cooking, so they can, like, I can buy the retinue thing. We can buy training dummies because we have a swordmaster now, I see. You know what, we have a lot of money, sure, let's learn that. Makes your men gain 20% more experience at level 1 with 2% less at each further level. Makes men in reserve never lose mood from not partaking in battles. That sounds pretty good, sure, let's do that. But yeah, I really want this cooking equipment because it makes any food last 4 days longer by default. It'll also allow us to craft better food, I think, but I'm not quite sure about that. So we desperately need someone with that fucking trait. So I think I'll not hire this guy, even though he seems decent. I think the reason he's expensive is because of this fucking dagger that he's holding, and I don't really want the dagger, I don't think. These stats aren't awful. But the experience gain doesn't really matter to me. Him being mad is a little bit annoying because he's probably... I could do with a tank, really, more than anything, so that's kinda bad to have him be mad. Minus hit points as well, but he has such a passion for hit points that really doesn't matter. I don't really want to gamble on this if I don't want to keep this guy long term anyway. Hey, so it is indeed more Dav'Kul time. So let's head over here and hopefully find a guy to hire that we actually want, and that we'd ideally also like to keep. I really need to start working on buying and selling these trade goods. We have a bit of cash now from this contract that we did. Building effort. Building materials are in high demand and low supply. General sell price is 19. That's gonna be good enough for me, I think. So let's sell all this goblin junk. I hope none of these are particularly good or worth keeping, because I'm just selling all of it. We have a reinforced boondock bow. I wonder if that still counts for the perk, actually, because that might be Fisk's new bow in that case. Let's find out. So we go over here. Fisk has this series of perks that says gain 25 or gain 12% range skill and 25%, no, 12 points of range skill and 25% armor penetration while using a short bow, wonky bow, boondock bow, or reinforced boondock bow. It does actually count. So this is probably a better bow then, once it's repaired especially. Let's see, 3250 versus also 3250. 7 tiles, same weight, slightly better durability, but I guess that doesn't really matter so much, huh? Exactly the same damage, but it is slightly better against armor, it seems. This does 18 to 33 damage to armor, and this does 21 to 39 damage to armor. Otherwise, these stats are completely identical. Huh. I guess the goblin bows are just kind of not great, huh? I mean, 10% better armor damage is nice, I'm not going to complain about that. What about the armor ignore damage? Is that the same as well? Yeah, it is. I mean, minor upgrade, but still an upgrade. I'm not going to complain about that. Good thing I checked before selling it. And now I sorted all the items into our pile. I'm sure that was a great idea. So these don't count as trade goods because they're just loot that we find and that we sell to make some dodge. Speaking of dodge, that is a lot of very fine tools available here. You do sell iron ingots, but they're exceptionally expensive, so I'm not gonna buy those. Anything here that I really want. Someone sold them all this fucking goblin junk. Look at all these weapons that no one wants. Weird thought. The rest looks pretty unappealing. Okay, we are once again looking somewhat fine in terms of inventory capacity. Could maybe do without this hat. I want to repair some more of these. Like, I want all the stuff that I want to keep around in case we need it to be fully repaired so that when we do run into a situation where we need it, we can just use it immediately. So I should probably get on that. Especially since we just got a bunch of tools. Let's see. Let's repair all of this. If I'm going to keep it around, I may as well repair it, like I said. Otherwise, what's the point? I do want to use some of these morning stars, and ideally also some of these long pole maces. They seem alright. Weird that I said long mace. Almost like there's a guy whom we have around here sometimes. Might be putting me onto that name. Oh yeah, medical supplies. How are they in terms of price? They're very expensive, but let's buy some so we can heal ourselves in case we need to. I do feel like I have a little bit too much of this junk around as well, so let's sell some of these. Let's sell 2 of these. We have 2 of each Tossie, or 2 of both types of Tossie. 3 sets of arrows in case we do need another archer. Can probably sell this because we have 4 helmets now. We have a little bit too much in terms of whatchamacallit, armor sitting around that isn't even particularly good. Like this base item, for example, is pretty bad. That needs to go, this needs to go. This is a individual layer, this is a Gambeson. Is that on a padded surcoat? It is. Goodbye padded surcoat. Goodbye padded surcoat. No longer shall we tolerate garbage like that. That's a pretty good armor, we should use that. Okay, so there's a Gambeson right here, so let's stack shit on there so we can condense things as much as possible. This goes away, this goes away. Let me untag that. That's a layer 2, I think. Yeah, I don't have anything to slap these on. Is animal hide armor better than this? No, it's slightly worse. Animal hide armor is basically strictly worse than the nomad leather jackets though, unless they have some traits that I'm not aware of, in which case, fuck me I guess, but I'll just sell both of this I think. And the padded surcoats, like I said. I'm definitely keeping around a little bit more stuff than I should be keeping around, I reckon. Because if I do hire a new guy, I do want them to get some armor, but I also want them to have good armor rather than just anything we've just got lying around. So yeah, I think that's it for that. Faction helmet ornament is just level or layer 3 with 10 points of it. It's not too bad. No downside, no weight, nothing. Not sure we desperately want to buy it though. There is both a weaponsmith as well as an armorer here. We could have a quick look in here. See if there's anything we really want. We did have the better flail on soul, don't we? We do. I think that's that type. Not sure I read the icon correctly, but I think that's the correct one. Click on sword again. We're at 87, that is decent-ish. There's the Zweihander, the heavy sword. I think Bango's doing alright with a great sword for now. No need to buy the heavy sword. I do want a billhook at some point for our sword master what's hanging out on the back line. I think you had pole arms back, right? Right, there it is. So getting you a billhook could be pretty good. Maybe we'll just get one though. I'm not sure I want to buy it before we have the pole arm mastery, because otherwise I'm just having this axe sit around in my inventory not doing anything. There's a rondelle here, which we could use to stab people once we have a stab spec made, which we don't. I mean, we currently have one, but we're gonna fire them. Speaking of firing them, let's check in here, because this is the important bit. So in an ideal world, we find a cultist here that can cook. The chance of that seems roughly 0%. But you never know. Carlotta, hello there. Cheapest cultist I've ever seen. You are a bleeder, but you're passionate about some stuff that I'm okay with. What do you have? Oops. I don't think this is anything we really want. There's sprint, which is kind of cool. I have cleaver mastery as well. I mean, if you happen to be really good, you could be a right replacement for our frontline mid here. But again, I'm not sure if it's worth replacing you for a guy that's basically gonna perform the same. I also don't like the bleeder perk. Bleeder is pretty annoying. I guess we go south then to the place that the Kylon was gonna send us as well. See if we can find some people there. We're pretty good on money right now, so I'm not in a major rush to go anywhere or do anything. Let's camp out here maybe, because according to Delos DK, the chance of the camping events happening, or the conversion events happening, is much higher if you are camping outside of civilization. Right, so anyone that's just salvaging, you can join in the training, because we're currently not salvaging anything, we just sold everything. Don't need this many gatherers, especially ones that aren't good at gathering. Like you, welcome to the training. You are good at gathering. And you're not particularly good at anything, so do that. We have a bunch of hunters here. I think some of them are not good at hunting. You're okay at hunting. Yeah, actually everyone's good at hunting. You know what, let's send the... Wait, did I mouse over the wrong guy? I think I moused over the wrong guy. Anyway, Stefan, how about you go gather things rather than hunt? I think we are going to be fine-ish on food. There's 5 nomads here. What do we have? A few slingers, a archer, a leader, and a executioner. This looks like some very good stuff. Do we fight these at night? We have two very competent range characters. They look to have 3 exactly. 2 slingers, an archer. I think that's fine. I think we'll fight them at daytime if we can. We once again did not get the sacrifice prevent, unfortunate, but I think we'll be fine. Right, let's see. This is the executioner. These are slingers and archers, and the leader is somewhere behind, naturally. Maybe we wait here for a moment for you to arrive. I think you'll consider yourselves outgunned, so you should be approaching. Look at this fancy new bow there, Fisk. We could try this penetration thing over here. I like that he took the damage first. That's kind of weird. It's probably not worth shooting this guy, honestly, because he's battle forged. He has very, very thick armor. Let's give him a chance to run up rather than stand back there and be annoying. It's gonna happen a few more times these days, I reckon. Like, actual competent range mates are going to shoot us, and we're gonna not be happy about it. Here is Guy, Kadir the Gilded, who has a GN stick. Could be worse. I don't get to act immediately if I do this. He gets to move once and then slice. I think this was a thing that's slightly too expensive to do after 2 steps. It was definitely melee range. I'm gonna gamble on the fact that it costs 6 AP to use. He actually still gets to act, but I don't think he gets to act... Like, I don't think he gets to act in a way where he can actually stop me, so I think that's fine. Cyber gets to whoop 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 here, so you can act immediately next turn. Let's set you up so you can maybe start hitting people next turn. Bang goes in, whoop whoop whoop. Man, Battle Brothers has such a good soundtrack, honestly. It's kind of crazy how good the soundtrack is. It sounds weird to say, maybe, but this game doesn't feel like the sort of game that should have this good of a soundtrack, yet here it is, having this good of a soundtrack. He's already not very morale. I appreciate that about him. It's nice of you. Alright, let's see if we can sling some mates over here. A fine miss, a fine hit. You show up. Alright, Fisk gets to shoot one more time. How about we shoot the slinger up here? Very nice. This seems like a fine position to disarm them next turn if we get the chance, which we hopefully do. And then there's you for some reason. Don't send me, Frodo. Right, so we have 2 people that whooped, so you can act right now. Your damage is going to be a little bit low. It's going to cost a lot of stamina as well. Let's just move over here regularly and then do this. Should we have Cybot stand next to that guy? I don't feel particularly comfortable doing that. Maybe you just spear wall here so he can't actually act. That seems very good. I really like that. Okay, how about you step up here, and now you can do a swing that hits all 3 people. God damn. Very good job, Bango. Oh, for that guy's head, the archer is pretty heavily fucked. Gonna have to switch to his dagger. That is fine with me. We move up the backline. Let's stab this guy, just start working on his armor. You stabbed him in the head, which is funny. Okay, he does only take 4 AP to attack with this big man scimitar. Honestly, despite you wavering now, which is a bit unfortunate, that was probably the best guy he could have gone for, as in for us. Bango is very hard to bring down, so that is very good. Okay, I'm gonna have you whip and then move over 1 tile so you can maybe get to the backline at some point. You hop in, wrestle this guy. Next turn you can start choking him. You GN Bango, that is unfortunate. We do need to deal with this executioner somehow. Well, let's just keep making this guy regret his life decisions. He's fleeing. Guess we move back so this guy isn't blocked. You know what? Here, you are effectively just fodder, right? So if we plan to get rid of you, we may as well place you here. This was the split shield. Let's get rid of this archer. Never mind, we missed the 84% chance. Swordmaster, by the way. Not to sling shit or something, but just pointing out that you are technically a swordmaster, mate. This guy can't act at all, so it's not really important to taunt him right now. If I bin this Nomad, he, like the surrounded mate, will be able to flee, which I kind of want to avoid. So I guess we keep this archer around for a turn. You have a dagger here somewhere, so... Stab, stab, stab. Dav'Kul has a dagger here as well. He does not have the stamina to do this long term, but for now, well, you don't have to move. May as well partake in a bit of stabbery. Okay, not killing this guy has now gotten us 2 like little dagger pokes. That is absolutely fine. We wear the Wavering out of Bango, who is a massive coward. I mean, he's mad, so he sometimes thinks people are more scary than they are. Can't really blame him. It's just a thing he does. Then we start stabbing the Executioner, maybe? Okay, we got 1 hit. I can't quite reach this guy. He's gonna hurt now. That is surprisingly high damage. Bango has 300 armor, so that guy hit for a lot of damage right there. I'm still not entirely sure what I'm actually doing here. Hot damn, that choke was massive. 5% chance to hit Herald, what the fuck? This guy must be incredibly good at dodging. Alright, how about we move our tank over here? Oh yeah, right, you exist. Sorry, my bad. I forgot about you. Let's undo this mistake. There you go. Nice double stab there, Soul. Savi gets to fill this little hole. We stab the leader. Spectacles cannot move up because he has no lungs to work with, and Bango was stunned anyway. Let's wait with the Bueman. I'd like to stab this guy as well, but he seems very, very dodgy. So I'm not sure if it's worth trying. He has some very solid armor though, so I'm tempted to do that. And with us having like a choke guy here, this arm here, there's a pretty good chance we'll be able to tank this for a few rounds at the very least. So let's just move you in the way so he can't flee. Same with Fish. Speaking of this arm, let's just hit that, why not? Easy first try every try. He actually punched twice rather than equipping his weapon first. What the fuck? What a man. I am very impressed. Alright, we can wait here until we have fully surrounded him. Oh, we missed the grapple. That's unfortunate. Let's move you here, taunt him so that he does not go for the rest of the party. Sure, Swordsmate gets to move over here, and then we go stab, stab, stab. And by stab, 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 I mean stab, period, because goddamn, lungs are not very present in this company. It's normal though. I guess you just wait here for now. Soul also just gets to wait here for now. Spectacles also just gets to wait here for now. Bango. How about you equip this dagger, and then you can't act with it because stamina. What is that? I would not know. We go, Bweh. Should I bonk him on the head? Sure, let's bonk him on the head. Here we go. We have made him fearful. He's now breaking. Reducing his stats by a lot. We can do a little stabbing here. Nice, he is now fleeing. We run them down. So now we have all the time in the world to just stand here and stab him to death. I can pass with everyone that isn't in a position to stab, 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 or choke, choke, choke. Wait up. Can I please click this correctly? Thank you. There we go. Right, that was pretty good. I don't know what's happening, if this is normal, if this just is a thing that happens in this game, but we are experiencing a phenomenon where a random leader plus like a very tiny retinue will be just running around the countryside in this area. So we can just kill them and get very good equipment. These are some very fine armors. This animal pelt is a little bit weird, to be fair, but like Southern Mail is 100 armor, Mail with lamellar plating is another 75, that's really, really good. This helmet seems pretty solid as well. Conic helm for 110, face mask, why not? Like, this is pretty good stuff. We didn't get any of the... Oh, actually we got the heavy Southern Maze again. But we didn't get the Swordmaster's two-handed scimitar, which is annoying, but not the end of the world, so yeah. So a lot of basically free loot, given the swolitude of these guys. Fighting a nomad company that also has a leader and an executioner is dangerous, but fighting just the leader and the executioner is really not that big of a deal. So yeah, we're getting very lucky there, I think. if we had a guy that was really good in terms of stamina and just able to wear all the heavy things in the world, we could upgrade their helmet quite a bit now. I reckon that's not going to happen. Let's see, so we got this mask that is layer 2. We could make our unarmored guy even more... unarmed guy, not unarmored guy, thankfully. Even more head durable. Here's the conic helm, that's 110 on slot 1. Nope, that is actually worse. Very impressive. Could upgrade this, but then your stamina is completely toilet. Same for Cybot. Yeah, you guys all just kind of not the most greatest at being stamina men. I guess Bango gets a new heart, enjoy. Then we can upgrade this on someone. This is a slight improvement, sure, why not. Then we can slap the rest of this on here, so we have it for the future. What else do we have? This can go away. Yeah, I think this is just something that happens in the later stages of the game. I've been thinking about that a little bit, actually. It seems to me that the equipment cost of armor, like the stamina cost, just gets so high that you can't realistically avoid having your characters on very low stamina. Even with stuff like Brawny, which will otherwise keep them somewhat functioning for a while. You're always going to run out eventually, so I think that's just something that happens in the later stages of the game. And I don't think it's that bad either, especially for the characters that only need to mostly stand in place and then do their 1, maybe 2 attacks per turn. Especially for two-handed weapons, which can only swing once per turn. Like, moving a tile for, let's say, like 3 stamina and then swinging for... what is it? Let's see. Okay, 23 is actually quite a lot of fatigue. This thing is only 12 fatigue, for example, so like, even though Spectacles has no lungs whatsoever, if I have to move him 1 tile and then swing, and then we move 1 tile and then swing every turn, we can afford that, because you regenerate 15 fatigue by default. So, you get 15 fatigue, 3 of those go into a single step, and then 12 go into a swing, and honestly, that's still a very functional character at that point. So I think I should just get used to the idea that that's just how life looks in the later stages, maybe. That being said, there's still some upgrading we can do on our mates. Like, I think someone here has access. Yeah, unarmed mate, for example, could still get Brawny here at some point. Maybe not right now, but sometime soon. I didn't give him Underdog when I had the chance. That's kind of weird of me. But yeah, we can give you, for example, Brawny right here, and then there's a lot of stamina available. The Spectacles is not really going to be salvageable. I tried to give Soul a lot of stamina because flails are pretty expensive in terms of stamina, but really we have this perk, so once you go back to actually cleavering people, when we have people that aren't too heavily armored, you can get a shit ton of stamina back from that. We can also skill this thing over here, where every single attack you cause, or every single point of damage you deal automatically causes a bleed, which is going to be very handy, I think. So there are ways that we can mitigate the stamina loss, but I just don't really have that much access to them just yet. We're kind of, I'm gonna say, a little bit over-equipped in that regard. Like, we have some, especially in armor, in the armor department, we have a bit more heavy shit that we can actually wear. They have terrified villagers and mirage sightings. That sounds like Ifrids, and Ifrids are very spooky. You're probably not gonna be giving me a lot of good money for this, are you? No, this is not the place to sell. Might sell some shit that I want to get rid of anyway, just to save on space. Sure, let's get rid of those. Don't need more slings. Don't need these knives or this club. Don't need the regular sword. I'm gonna keep 1 militia spear around just in case we run into someone. Like a guy that has the spear thingies. There's a kitchen tent, a collection of tools equivalent for hunting and cooking. Having this on your stash upgrades your camp, allowing scope backgrounds to produce food, alcohol, and treats. Maybe someday. God damn, that silk is expensive. I'm not buying that. Yeah, everything here is pretty expensive, isn't it? It did say that this town was suffering a little bit. How about the people, though? I don't really care about whether they're suffering or not. I just want any fine cultists that might be available, which they are not. There's a butcher, though. Let's see if you happen to be awesome. You have plus 15 damage on hit to the head, you have hit points, you have resolve. Maybe it's worth getting rid of Masota for that? I think it's time. You've really done a good job, so have this compensation, and goodbye. Enjoy your scarred visage after many, many days of traveling with a cultist company and killing and fighting many things. Please don't be shite. Could be worse, I'll say. If we do manage to convert you into a cultist, that's gonna fix your melee skill issues, and you have a passion for it, so that's not terrible. Like, this says 72 to 82. If we get the plus 10 from converting you into a cultist, that's gonna be 82 to 92. That's fine. With that, we can work, I think. Stamina is okay. Resolve is pretty good. Especially once you get converted to a cultist, that's gonna help you with, like, the defensive part. Sure. Welcome aboard, Bahir the Cook. So, the reason Cook's important because A, they have meal preparation, which, gives us a chance of getting better food rewards when this character hunts in camp. The chance and rewards increase as you level up, including porridge, pies, and puddings, which last basically forever. And this is very good to find, I think. So I'm probably going to click on this. I'm not 100%, but we're definitely going to click on is this, camp cooking. There's a fine art to cooking, skills and ingredients that are not obvious but unlock a world of flavor or preserve food for longer. Unlock food crafting in the crafting tent. Allows for creation of porridge, pudding, pies, meat curing, fruit drying, and ration making. And with that we can make very long-lasting food. We could give you this. I am thinking that I'll give you this two-handed scimitar that we have lying around, as you're gonna be our cleaver mate. You have cleaver spec down here. What else do you have? We could try to make you nimble. You have good base health, you have a passion for health, you have Colossus as well. One-handed cleavers except whips, one-handed cleavers except whips. Yeah, okay, so these perks don't apply to two-handed cleavers, it seems, so only the mastery matters if we're gonna make you two-handed. And I do want to make you two-handed. If we do get to convert you into a cultist, with this resolve we can fix your defense issues, and then you're gonna be fine-ish, I reckon. We just need to keep you alive somehow, and for that we have armor. I don't think I can give you the stuff that Masato was wearing without you just crumbling, basically. The helmet isn't that heavy, but this chest piece here is a little much for you. Let's give you something a little bit lighter. It's a layer 2, that would be alright. This was 150 for 23, this is 13 for 100. Need to completely disassemble this, of course, because... here we go, half of this. Yeah, this brings you to 160, and you have 52 stamina left. That's probably fine for now. Finger of your cleaver and the butcher's apron. I have a dagger. So hitting things is going to be a bit of a problem for you, isn't it? Maybe we should not give you this two-handed weapon for now. Maybe I should give you the goblin poker and a shield. May as well give you the slightly better shield. This gives you plus 10 at least % chance to hit. To make up for this fairly bad starting start, but other than that, that's probably fine. We should give this animal pelt to someone, ideally someone that is on the front line and basically doing the same shit already. This is slot 4. We don't have slot 4 on most of our characters just yet. Let's not give that to Spectacles, he might literally just keel over and die from equipment. You don't really need the resolve? I mean, you kinda do. Let's give it to Cybot. Cybot can do with a bit of resolve, right? Yeah. Yeah, they gave you +1 defense in both areas as well as the extra armor, so that's alright. Then we have this layer 1 thing here, which is very expensive in terms of stamina, but is also a lot of defense. I don't think I can afford to put that on anyone right now. Again, we're just struggling so much in terms of weight issues. You can probably hear that, can't you? There's some construction work being done on my building at the moment. And it's probably loud enough that you guys can hear that, no problem. I'm gonna try to mute whenever that happens. And try to unmute again afterwards. I'll try to remember. If I stop speaking for extended periods of time, yell at me that I'm a fucking moron and need to start speaking again. But yeah, I'll just keep rambling and then when I hear them. I'll just try to press the button, kind of like that. Alright, that kind of threw me off my train of thought. Anyway, let's go and sell this junk that we just got, so we get rid of these two. Should we give him the normal spear for the 20% hit chance? His melee skill is only 52, that's really bad. Maybe I should do that. I mean, it's not a famed spear. This thing is a lot lighter. Nah, let's keep this like this, so he gets to actually function with at least a little bit of stamina. Right, let's cobble this armor together somewhere. Don't need that, so we slap this here. Don't really need that either, even though I have repaired it, naturally. The blacksmith hammer that we can sell. I almost missed that. Here we go, and then we sell this. Maybe I sell this as well. Like, I'm more on the... Like, the bigger issue is that we can't really wear all this heavy armor that we have, rather than we don't have any heavy armor, so I may as well sell a bit more of it, I think. I don't think I need the militia glaive, because we have a famed one, basically, so that kinda completely alleviates the need for one. I think I don't need the Morning Stars if I have the Southern Heavy Maces. They are much more expensive, so they're naturally better, right? So we sell those and keep the Heavy Maces. Let's ignore the fact that they probably cost like 8 times as much stamina, which, you know, might not be a small issue for us, but hey. Alright, I think that's good for now. Let's see what quests are available. 910 bucks for Hunt Down the Dead or Dome the Desert around Magnus. Sure, why not? Let's fight some Undwades. I do not want to fight Ifrit, so when they send me over to fight Ifrit, I should remember to press on the no button rather than the yes button. Something I'm not always great at. I know I'm paranoid that I forget to unmute myself. I should buy some food. We have a lot of money. We have a fairly full company. Right, Undwade over here somewhere. Stone the sacrifice is unresolved vocation's name. Apparently he's been rounding up rats as your party has been traveling about tonight. They all escaped. Some of the food stocks needed to be thrown away and a few men have fallen ill. God damn it, Stefan! Okay, I need to remember to not have rat catchers in my party because the shit is not okay. That's the second time we've fallen ill. The sickness is also really bad. Who got hit? So Dark got hit with it. Could be worse. You're gonna be fine-ish. The maybe tank... It's not gonna hit anything. Let's pull you back a single bit, just so I can remember that you need to not be in the front lines. Am I fucking stupid? I might be. This other company also assing around us, confusing me a bit. It's somewhere in the desert surrounding Magnus, so I don't know where these fuckers are that I'm trying to kill here. There's something. It's not undead though, I don't think. While tracking the footprints across the sand, you come upon another set of tracks, considerably more frantic and less purposeful than the ones you've followed so far. The second set of tracks lead to half a dozen grain silos, constructed from mud brick and dry beams of wood. Structures have been here for cut in time, and first comes to cover and blood giving. Apparently, panic overtakes them, they trusted you with their speed, deftly dodge, clumsy as you leave the mud brick monolith, stand silent, watching, perhaps thankful for the company you've left them. Okay. This quest fucking sucks. Oh, we're out of food. We are very out of food. I think we go to town immediately if we can still make that before nighttime. That was very close. Alright, I need to buy more food. Oops, what? Oh god, the way it like was lagging while it moved forward made me accidentally buy the very expensive food. Oh well, thankfully we can afford it. Maybe the mates will be happy that there's very expensive food available for once. The fact that there's... Oh. I followed the tracks the other way first because it started in the center of Like, it started in the town and then moved away, so I thought maybe that's... Like, I need to backtrack where they came from or something. A few embalmed. What the fuck are embalmed? A few slaves, a few priests, and some embalmed soldiers. That sounds like mummies or something. Wasn't there something with curses? I feel like DK said something about curses. Maybe a thing where when they take damage, you also take the damage or something? Well, I guess we'll learn something today. Right, Larissa? Welcome in. Sub might not be us for very long, because I don't know what these fuckers do, and that is always a scary proposition in this game. They have a lot of big shields, so we're probably not gonna range them to death. So what do you do? I'm guessing you're one of the priests. Yeah, you have 9 lives and Steel Brow. So do you, actually. Day's going alright. Had to be up a bit bright and early, so I'm a little bit tired and exhausted, but overall, can't really complain. Had pizza today, which is always a good start. Or good sign. Wasn't really the start of my day, was it? How was yours? Hope everything is alright. You take half the damage that I do. Yeah, something like that is what I also think I saw on the DK stream. First time watching Battle Brothers. It's a very interesting game. I can highly recommend it. Very good blend of like... Well, it does the usual turn-based tactical game of like having a strategy map and a like tactical combat section. Has some pretty heavy RNG elements, so you're gonna run into some issues every now and then, but which game doesn't really? If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask away. I'll gladly explain to the best of my ability. It can be a bit rough at times, and especially when you first learn it, just like any of these kinds of games, it can screw you over a little bit. But it's overall pretty good in my opinion. I do stream other games, yeah. I kinda just stream whatever I'm playing at the time. So that's not a very helpful statement, is it? But, so what have I been streaming recently? We've been streaming Hunt Showdown, we've been streaming Street Fighter 6, Battle Brothers, obviously. What else do I stream? Sometimes I do playthroughs of other games that I happen to be playing at the time, so like Resident Evil. We did a playthrough for that the other day, or the other month. Actually, it's been like 3 months, hasn't it? But yeah, I streamed a bit of Phasmophobia on Monday to do the weekly challenge. I don't really play much Phasmo otherwise these days. How do I want to approach this? Do I want to go this turn, or should we wait a little bit longer? Let's wait a little bit longer, they still have to move there. I'm guessing these are the soldiers? Yeah, so 4 soldiers, 3 slaves, and then these 2 priests. I'm assuming I need to get to these priests somehow. Okay, these shields are very good, so we're not going to be arranging them. I stream for entertainment purposes. I don't really... I assume you mean into turning it into a profession rather than passion. I'm not looking to stream professionally, I don't think. I wouldn't mind if by sheer coincidence it happens that like the stream somehow gets popular and I get to make a tiny bit of money off of it, but I don't plan to make this like a livelihood sort of thing. So the slaves are actually a lot easier to hit. Could shoot this guy and try to hit the priest behind. Okay, that did basically nothing. You have offer. Oh boy, here we go. Depending on how that offer sounds, be prepared to be removed from the stream, by the way. Just warning in advance. But sure, feel free. I should not move up with this new Coke. He is kinda too weak to stand here and shoot blood. That's a very kind offer, but no thank you. I am pretty happy with where we're at right now, and if I do ever want to invest into the stream and make it look all fancy and nice, I'll probably do that at a later point in time. But for now, I can't really afford to, or don't even really want to, look into like branding and stuff like that. So thank you for the offer, but no thank you. Also thank you for being like reasonable about it rather than going in like lol buy my shit and then getting banned. So thank you, but no thank you. I think we're gonna just sit here for a little bit. Guessing we're gonna clash here and then we're just going to hit them with the backline. I don't think I can afford to cycle around here and try to get them. Like get to the priests. I wonder what they're gonna do. I'm guessing they're gonna do this curse thing where we can't hit them, but that's probably fine. I like that they all have steel brow. Soldiers are battle forged. The slaves as well. They're gonna not be easy to take down, huh? Although this guy's armor is already gone, so... Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe these are basically just like ancient auxiliary. Let's stand here and spear wall, see if they run into me. I don't think so. They seem pretty organized. So let's just hang out here for a bit. Priest runs into the front. I am shocked to see this. They have a resistance to ranged weapons, apparently. I think I'll still go for those. 64 is a decent chance to hit. Miss in the same direction both times. He also blocks both times. You're just going all the way in. Alright then. Well then. I guess I did a smidge less damage than I normally would here, but still, I am just fine with that. That was very good for me. Start choking out the undead, which apparently works. I'm okay with this. Yeah, leave this guy alone. He's new. We did bonk you in the head slightly, so we may as well continue. God, that hit chance is not high. They're surrounded, they're this... what's the other effect there? Oh no, this guy is currently grappled, so my chance here is much higher. Oh, you're sick, right, so your hit chance is toilet today anyway. Fuck's sake. Let's try to help out up here. Good hit. Gonna move to this tile. Not really a good position to do any AoE bullshit, so we just unhead this man, and then we unhead this. Aw, 95%, come on, Bango. Should I whoop 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 here? I feel like I should. There's a world in which we get to act first, and then we go here and do a double chop on this line, which seems very appealing to me. Might not be this world, per se. But maybe. Tank rolls up and does usual tank things, which in this case involves slashing your opponent rather than actually taunting or anything like that. I think I'll just try hitting you. Alright, Ard, that is indeed me. It's not always easy. I succeeded today though. You're not very pleased with the situation. Rotating out the 1 HP slave, interesting. Also, once again, rotating out the slave without armor. We've done a little bit of whoop whoop whoop, yeah. Spectacles has a 70% chance of hitting those, which probably ends the creature. Or you can try for the double kill here. If we do get one, we're gonna have enough stamina to swing again. What is this icon? Vengeance! Oh, you took damage, so your damage is increased. Yeah, let's see. Ooh, we got the double, goddamn. Curse of the Mummy receives 50 extra damage from any source. Enemies are more likely to target this. Okay, so killing one gave us a curse to take extra damage. 2 stacks even. And basically taunted us. Interesting. Okay, that did not do anything extra, did it? No. So we basically just gotta try to make sure we don't stack too much of this curse onto our characters. Okay, you now have 1 stack of this curse as well, so it's 25 points per stack, which is a bit spooky. Yeah, so I think what you might be mistaking this for is what I was also apparently mistaking it for, which is the Hexe. The Hexe is the one that charms one of your mates to fight for her instead. And they also curse you if you're getting too close to them, where if they die, you die as well, basically. And I do mean, like, actually just straight up, you die as well. Not even like, oh, you take that. No, you just fucking die, I think. Or maybe that was just the... No, was that? Oh man, I don't fucking know. Never mind, whatever. I can't remember. It was something like that though. Okay, you have 2 stacks of this now, which means you're a little bit in danger town, but it's probably fine. You now have 3 stacks of this. So we'll just make sure you're not gonna get hit and everything is great. I mean, all of them are bound in melee. What could possibly go wrong? If you do get hit, though, you are immediately dead, which is... Oh, and actually, mind, you do have 78 HP. 78 HP is a pretty good number of HP. You're gonna be fine. I'm sure you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be very fine. Absolutely fine. 82% hit chance. Yeah, you don't take that damage from range because you're basically skeletons. That makes sense. I could try to disarm you. Sure. Maybe we could have killed you with 2 whips. Oh god. So it doesn't go through armor. That is very good to know, because Spectacles just got hit and took a lot of damage from the 2 curses that he had on him. He took 69 extra damage from the curse, I think. I don't think it would otherwise have gone through. It hasn't disappeared though, so it stays on. It's not like 1 hit and then it's done, but rather it just stays on you. That is kind of spooky. Speaking of Spectacles, alright Spectacles, welcome in. Alright, that's 9 lives procced. Let's go here and... should we destroy this shield? Get it over with? Nah, fuck it. I want to keep the shield maybe. Yeah, the taken when dealing, I think that's the Hexa maybe. Or maybe that's a different kind of this this form of Undead as well. Honestly, these are priests, and they haven't done any active like spellcasting or anything like that, so maybe that's where that would come in, I don't know. Anyway, punch him. You punch him in the head, you knob. What the fuck? How about we taunt you, so you definitely keep your hands off of poor Spectacles right there. Oh, I hope that doesn't tick for damage over time. That'd be brutal if it does. Because you are bleeding, and if that does tick for... like, if it does trigger off of Curse of the Mummy... Fuck. If Curse of the Mummy ticks off of damage over time, then you are fucking dead. Which would be very sad. New guy immediately gets hit in the head. Okay, we got rid of that. Let's try to help out these other ones. Okay, so try to go eat shit though, can I say? Show you someone else, and you take the same HP damage, ignore armor, and also connected us. Yeah, it's pretty rough. You are not unmodded, it's just Twitch being weird. I would never unmod you, smiley face. Let's just shield wall again. I don't think you're actually gonna hit him, but I feel better with you having shield wall. Alright, don't bleed out. Okay, it did not improve the damage of the bleed. That would have been absolutely horrifying, to be honest. I would not have liked that very much. But yeah, you're not unmodded, it's just Twitch being weird. Oh, you vomited right there. What the fuck? I was wondering what that sound was. Anyway, let's make sure this thing dies at some point, please. Come on, 1 hit. Oh, they have Terrifying, interesting. I guess that makes sense, they are undead. Which are inherently very scary, as we all know. Please don't bleed out. I should probably not move the people up that have Curse of the Mummy on them, but really I should just hit this at some point and end this fight. Thank you, Mr. Bannerman. Oh, no, I think the Hexen still do the same curse in this as they do in the base game. It's just that we're fighting a completely different enemy type, so... Maybe there's a version of this enemy type that does... wow, these are heavy shields, goddamn. Maybe there's a version of this enemy type that does the curse that Bango and I were thinking of. So maybe we just didn't encounter the quote-unquote correct type of guy. Corpus, a lightweight curved sword, good at piercing armor and delivering wicked strikes. Huh, interesting. They did hurt quite a bit, given our armor is pretty swollen. Alright, back home we go, and home in this case is some random town to the south that we just rolled up to. Nomad life. Successful hunt, no longer has terrified villagers. You still have these Ifrits around, and guess what? You can keep those. I'm not dealing with that shit. Poor Spectacles has a cut artery, let's try to fix that. Or have that fixed even. Okay, so let's check out these items that we got from these guys. Very expensive, might be worth repairing before we sell them. That's a lot of potential money it seems. Then we have these, which are 100 cleavers. Pretty heavy. Ancient curved sword on a long handle with strange ornamentation. This shape makes it particularly effective against armor. So anti-armor cleaver and anti-armor sword, I suppose. Yeah, 100% effectiveness, and this is 110% effectiveness. Interesting. These shields are too heavy for use, so I think I'll just sell them. Sell prices here are also fantastic. These shields are pretty bad. Are they? I mean, they're basically half the bonus of normal shields. I don't know, that doesn't seem particularly interesting to me. So let's get rid of those. It does sound very weird, I agree. Let's repair maybe all of these. We have a lot of tools right now, and then we can sell them for probably more than they cost us. This gives everyone some time to lick their wounds as well, maybe do some training. Alright, Secret the Unbeaten, here we go, ding ding. Hey, nice, you rolled more melee stats, even though you're not passionate about it. I very much like that for you. I would like you to have more health, because that is not the health looking stat. Did you have Nimble? You do have Nimble, we could make you Nimble. Although that health pool is not attractive for Nimble, is it? Very tiny skill set. Oh well. Maybe I'll just take the melee defense, although you're gonna be a backliner. Nah, let's click on health. We have Colossus as well, so it is a little bit more anyway. So, what else do we do with you? We could give you a Brawny. Is there anything else I'd want on this tier? Rotate is nice to have, I suppose. We eventually would like Pathfinder. No, that is a Swordmaster. Look at this, man. We spent 5,000 bucks on this guy, and he was not worth it. He likes being shot, but he does not like being hit in melee. Yeah, well, you know, he's gonna be a polio arm mate when I'm done with him, so take that for what you will. He doesn't have axe back anyway. I'm just giving him this axe because Spectacles is using the big man axe that we have right now. So I have this thing lying around, may as well make use of it. He could be the cleaver guy, actually. Oh no, never mind. I wanted him to be a backline mate because the starting health wasn't great and this range defense is spooky. So I don't think I want this guy in the front. If I do go Nimble, then we shouldn't click on Brawny. Alright, Sabot, alright. Cultivation goes well, surprisingly. We still haven't had our second sacrifice, and we're definitely due our second sacrifice, because Stefan, the rat catcher over here, has been, now for the second time, effectively poisoning our food supply and gotten some people sick, and he definitely needs to go meet Dav'Kul at some point. We got ourselves a butcher, look at this guy. He is not great, but he's going to be a cook, so that's kind of all he has to be. I think I click on Pathfinder here for the future, and then we give you pole arm spec next level. Bango! Level 9, look at you. Absolute creature. We might be okay on stamina here. I lied, we're never okay on stamina. I've called him the sacrifice, so clearly he should be, he should be good to go in that regard. Oh, sorry, so there's no space in between there? I know it was very annoying that everyone has their own fucking commands for this. I mean, how can I not click on extra 3 health here? Right, so another trait point. We gave you Killing Frenzy last time. What else can we do here with you? We could give you Lacerate, so you inflict bleed on people that get hit by any of your attacks, but maybe not. Could give you Immovable Object, which gives you a lot of melee defense, I think. 10% of combined fatigue modifier from body, head, main hand, and offhand as melee defense. So right now that would be 4d6 plus 11 is 59 plus 10 is 69. Nice. So that would be roughly 7 melee defense, and that's going to increase as we give you heavier armor, although we're not going to be getting much heavier armor for you anyway, huh? It's pretty okay. Hit him with a quote too. Goddamn. Yeah, DK's command is just kind of weird about it. Like, DK is just... I don't know why he chose to make it that way. We could give you Vengeance as well. You are getting bonked repeatedly, even though you have Battle Forge and all this armor. I don't know why they keep attacking you, but they do. And then they eat a second, or like a double damage attack. I think that's worth, maybe. I kind of liked seeing that on Spectacles earlier. But Spectacles also does insane damage, so maybe there's just a little bit of bias there. I think we'll give you some more health and a tiny bit of Resolve. Alright, so we have access to this tier now, which means you get Bloodbath. Since you're the one that inflicts bleeds, at least occasionally, you can benefit from that massively, I'd say. You're no longer sick, so that's good. I wonder if I should put you into the back line, just maybe over here to help protect the flank a little bit, and also to keep you alive, because you are the most likely one to die. I mean, 65 health is okay, but I can't give you the heaviest armor yet. Speaking of heaviest armor, can we improve Bango any further? I think we can. We have a layer 1 here that is a lot of weight and a lot of defense somewhere. Where did that go? Did I equip that on someone? Oh yeah, right, I exchanged that on someone, didn't I? That's a layer 2 with a lot. You already have a layer 2 that has a lot, basically the same. That's a layer 1 for 58. 85 rather. Sure, have this then, which is very slightly better. Anything else we can do with you? I think that's it. So in this mod you have camp actions, basically. While you're in camp, you can do various things to keep you guys... I wouldn't say entertained, I guess, but keep you guys busy. And if you do give them a task, like hunting, or specifically repairing, or training, or whatever the fuck, then they don't get happy from camping, basically. So you basically get free resources for it, but in return you pay with their happiness to a certain extent. This is just the Ifrit quest, isn't it? Large sandy bastards, yeah, 3,000 crowns. That sounds very attractive, but I am not messing with Ifrits. I think we could probably take them, but I don't want to risk that, and it's not worth it. I know 3,000 money sounds like all of the money, but like it's not worth it if it does us in, so let's not do that. Let's hang around over here next, maybe. Although there was some shit in the desert that we saw before. Maybe we can just take this on now. Honestly, this has turned into an interesting area where we're just going back and forth between, like, these towns over here and these towns over here. Because this is a big one. These are 2 trade towns next to each other, so this is nice to be at. And then in the middle we find a bunch of roving monsters and bandits and shit, so... This has honestly turned into a weirdly good little, like, hangout circuit. Speaking of weird people, what are these footsteps about? Company has made camp next to an abandoned priory, and the men are sitting around the campfire casting shadow animals across one of its stone walls. First a rabbit, then a panting dog, of course the bird, the head of a snake, and a little mouse for it to eat. One of the households ponders what it is that these shadows get up to when they aren't looking. He holds his hands up, their shapes blackly set against the wall. It just means we have these things following us everywhere we go. We toy with them, you know, and yet we don't really think much about it. I mean, look at this. What is this? He displays his hand wide, blobbing 10 fat shadows against the wall. The men ponder. The cultist is murmuring again, or... Secret the Swordmaster seems to have a word. I don't know what I'm choosing here. Don't make me choose between a Swordmaster and Adrian. I mean, I want to pick a Cultist if I can, I guess. Shadows are ambassadors of the Great Dark. Cultists enjoy this, the others don't. I see, that's what that was about. Fair enough. Let's hope you don't get too annoyed, because we might sacrifice tonight, and then you don't... Like, please don't just leave immediately. What are these ghost footsteps right here? There's no one around. Look at these footsteps. Alright then. Fucking invisible man here. Unnerving me. Alright, many cutthroats, a few outlaws, many archers, and a leader. Oh, the many archers are very spooky. Do I want to mess with that? I kind of want to try to fight this, but if so, we should fight it at night so that many archers don't do us in. A few outlaws is probably not a big deal. That's like 2 to 3, what are basically the raider equivalent. I think that's fine. Leaders is basically going to be the raid boss here. Very spooky indeed. Right, so, cookmate, what do? You heal or you hunt? Yes, you hunt. My condolences. Here, do this. Yeah, so I could put men onto the resting slot here, which will improve their mood, and I think I'm gonna do that for the people that are not currently cultists, because they just got unhappy from the previous event, so I should give them a break so they can hang out. Fisk is unhappy. You're a cultist, why are you unhappy? Ostless. I need someone scouting though, I think, so we should change that in a sec. You're content, you're in good spirit, you're dissatisfied, or unarmed mate. Why are you unhappy? Oh, I guess... Oh, I wonder, maybe the event doesn't consider their class post-conversion. Maybe it made the ones that used to be non-cultists also unhappy. Because I know for a fact the unarmed used to be a brawler, and then he got turned into a cultist from an event. So maybe when this other event happened right now, where all of our non-cultists got unhappy, it also flagged the ones that were previously non-cultists, you know? And here's another one. What was I gonna say? Someone needs to scout, right? Let's have... I do want someone on gathering. I think this is fine. Yeah, let's just do this then. Okay, we need to fight them at night if we're going to fight them, because otherwise we are just going to be arrowed to absolute choices, so let's not do that. I feel very comfortable camping within earshot of this raider encampment without any single scouts. I'm sure this will not go wrong. Alright, night time. Everyone's content and happy. Or at least content again, I should say. Time to get moving. Okay, so this is possibly where we die. I'm a little bit worried about getting arrowed to shit, so let's maybe consider adding a couple shields. I still have a shield on soul, even though we usually don't do that. Do we have more of these southern shields? We don't. Your head armor isn't quite red, could be maybe. You have the red base item, and you have the nasal helmet. Don't think I can improve that really. Yeah, I think this is just what we're dealing with. Alright then. Fuck it, let's go. Engagement. I mean, we are outnumbered going into a nomad camp. That is, like, reasonable to think that you might die here. When we previously had a fight like that, 3 of our people went down. So, you know. I don't think I'm talking just should. Think there's good reason to assume that we might be in trouble. That is a good strategy, yeah, I should try that. You are Jihad the Exiled. You once again have a 2-handed cleaver. They're very popular these days. So, what's spooky about these cleavers is that even though they're 2-handed big man weapons, they only have 1 tile of range, which is good, but they only cost 4 AP to swing, so that's kinda spooky. Which means if I go here and start, like, strangling this guy, for example, He can show up and slice me. I think Norbert can take that, to be fair. But I think we'll still have to wait out this initial turn, so that if they do have any ranged mates ready to shoot, that they have to shoot first before we get any closer. Tempted to move Bango up so that he can just do an AoE maybe first. You also bleed a lot when sliced a few times. Yeah, it's like a two-handed cleaver that does a lot of AoE. I have one of these. I would like to use it, but we don't have a character that is like at a point where they can reasonably take advantage of it. I'm tempted to just go in here, but we're leaving these two exposed, and especially this guy has basically no range defense, so let's just wait it out. I don't like sitting around for this long. I usually try to set up an attack at this point. Okay, so first round is over. Let's see if we can do some damage here. I think it's worth trying to hit their leader back here, even though we only have a 40% chance to hit, and he has very heavy armor, but getting some early donks into him, especially if we get a daze or something, would be very pleasant. So the issue is, now that I didn't move up with any of these guys, I can't move up with my backline either, so all the backliners that are going to get to take their turns first are just going to sit there and not do anything. I think I'll just have you shoot this guy with the GN stick. Oh, that was some very nice damage. Almost had him. Don't whip him in the head when his head armor is full. God damn it, we've been over those. Okay, here comes the archery. And another cutthroat. Oh, outlaw only. That is some very fancy equipment for an outlaw. One thing I like about this game, and its art style, is that you can pretty quickly tell just by how fancy an armor is that it's going to be a good piece of armor. Which makes sense, because if you're like a rich nobleman or something, you'd make your armor look all cool and fancy and shit. So it fits with the theme, but it also gives you information, so it's not just there to like look fancy, it actually makes sense in the world. So I think that's kind of cool. Like, looking at this guy, we can immediately tell, okay, this chest armor is going to be way above average, because, like, oh, he's got mail on it, he has a fancy scarf on it. And I'd immediately think, oh, this might be one of the cutthroats, but no, he's just an outlaw that happened to have a pretty good bit of armor right there. I think what we're gonna do is we're sending Spear Wall, man, I said. Sending Saboteur to Spear Wall, so the leader can't roll up and start stabbing Norbert. We're not in a position to attack here yet, because I didn't move Bango up like I was considering to do. Okay, I'm not gonna Adrenaline here, I don't think it's that important to act immediately. Yeah, sure, let's roll up and stab. Stab, stab, stab. I will never stop saying that. You can't make me. Alright, Adrian can go over here. If he draws some people over, like this guy can attack this turn, this guy cannot, so he's probably not gonna go here. But regardless, drawing some people over here would be alright, I think. Yeah, armor was like insanely expensive, so if you had anything that expensive, you'd want to show it off. And similarly, if you saw something that looked fancy, it was probably someone's pride and joy, so it's probably good armor and shit. Let's end this guy. He died. Okay, place was taken by the worst character they could have gotten there. Yeah, so now I have this issue where my front line moved up, but my back line is completely exposed, so now we're gonna get shot a lot. Especially if they keep hitting despite the nighttime thing. And their bad morale. Okay, you missed finally. So that's the issue with me taking a little bit too long here to get into position with my front line. I'm always a little bit worried to do that. Good kill. I would absolutely not be surprised. Although these days it's less about getting paintings done and more about just like posting pictures on the internet. Like, hey, look how fancy my armor is or something. And by armor you mean PC. Toss rock at this guy, hit the guy behind him instead. That will never stop being funny to me, I don't know why. It makes perfect sense, like I'm not saying like, lol, this is stupid. No, this is absolutely fine, I just think it looks hilarious every time. I can't help myself but giggle at it. Can I hit any of the archers here? We can try for this one, I suppose. Or you can just shoot their front line. 50% chance to hit this guy who's already almost broken. Yeah, I think that was worth trying for. Because if we do hit him, there's a good chance he completely starts fleeing, which would be greatly beneficial. Nice, yeah, Terrified strikes and he is fleeing, so when he flees he's going to die and the rest of the company is going to take a bunch of damage, like morale damage from that. Not sure I want to disarm this guy. Maybe we save this action for when the leader rolls up somewhere. Leader passes, or at least waits. Wearable yeah, wouldn't that be a thing? I'm sure people are going to make that a thing somehow. It's like, hey, check out my fancy new exoskeleton. Like, alright, cool, yeah, no problem, this is fine, normal, even. We wrestle this guy, he's not happy. Slice this guy, they are not happy. How about you just shield wall for now, Harold? I don't want you to die. And I mean, you're blinded by sand, so you're probably not going to do much damage anyway. It probably is a waste of stamina to go for it. I can go here and then attack their backline. I think that's what I'm going to do. Didn't quite kill them, but you got pretty close. If we whoop 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 and they can't move around very much, you get a double kill here at the start of next turn most likely. I think that'd be good. So I think what I'll do here is I'll go and stand here and spear wall again, making sure that the leader can't act, and at the same time we can still stab this guy. This is, I think I said this last time as well, but this spear staff thingy, sword spear thingy that we found from that one leader has actually been super useful. I'm very surprised. I didn't really think much of it when we initially found it, but it has absolutely paid off. Do we end this creature? Sure. Why not? I have faith in Sideboard Spear Rolling. Again, we have a lot of holes here into our backline, so if they... Oh, this guy flees and dies, very good. If they do get to shoot the backline a little bit, we might actually take a bunch of damage here, which would be not so great. I'm gonna... I have enough stamina, let's try to disarm. Okay, we missed anyway. You going for it? You are. Yeah, look at Cybot. God damn, this man. Lovely creature. Thrust into the guy 4 fucking times as he desperately, like, launches himself into the spear wall. Here's our cook. Let's have you sit here and spear wall. Actually, maybe I have you sit here instead. Not spear wall, shield wall. Goblin quality work, yeah, indeed. Alright, let's get a double here, Bango. Let's go for it. Come on, you can do it. Alright, do this one as well. Right, so this guy moves up somewhere, probably here for now, and then we wait to see if they fill those gaps in their formation. Wonder how those gaps got there. Launch at the leader. We once again miss and hit the back line. Very fine. He stays. How lovely. Might go for him this turn then. Wait on. That guy is out of here. Bonk. Alright, Fisk, whom should you be shooting at this point in time? Maybe one of these archers that's currently leaving. This seems like the easiest or most likely target. Hey, very good. 2 50s in a row. Yeah, don't GN Bango. Although, I mean, Bango could probably do with a turn off, just hanging out and recovering his breath after ending every creature in the game. Bonk. We have some pretty weak guys in the north here. Maybe I should shuffle my formation a little bit to make sure that doesn't become an issue long term. Good misses right there. If you hit this, very nicely done, Mr. Swordmaster. Right, we end this guy who was already on his way out. We stand in front of Dork so she doesn't get shot. We get Norbert in here, grapple this man. Very nice. Should make it a bit harder for him to flee. This guy is really in the way. I don't have a good way of fighting him though, so I guess I'll just start working on him. Norbert is getting into trouble. Let's try to make sure we continuously disarm the guy and make sure we don't get overwhelmed there. We can bother these archers here with Soul, very good. Cyborg shows up. Don't really need to spear wall here because there's not really anything we can do. Tempted to whoop whoop whoop. You're gonna be able to do one thrust and then move here if you kill him. I think that's fine. We could rotate out the unarmed mate and try for a swing here. I don't think that's worth doing. I think Spectracles just goes for it. Could whoop here and then we have one good swing on this guy at the start of next turn. I think that's fine. He leaves. He tries to leave. Soul does not let him leave. Very well done. Let's move our banner mate over one more tile. No one is faltering at all, are they? So we just recover here for no reason whatsoever. Basically because we got nothing else to do. Alright, Cyber ends that man. We got one good swing here at the leader. Or at this archer. Nah. I don't think they do, but they might. The game isn't very explicit with a lot of its details. The game doesn't really tell you very much about itself, so... Maybe they cost stamina, but I don't think they do, is the best I can offer. Don't sand me, for fuck's sake. Oh, he rotates out the leader. Damn, what a guy. Right, Fish, I have a job for you. This does not look very likely, but I have faith in you. Okay, you shot the guy that rotated him out. Honestly, good job. Fuck that guy. Never liked him anyway. Fine kill there, dog. We could whip this guy if we're lucky. 58% we missed those. I guess I move here. I can tank an attack of his if he wants to attack. I don't think he wants to. I think he wants to leave. Harold can maybe move in and kill him. Nice, there goes the leader. We show up here. We can't quite reach the very last archer, but I think that's not that big of a deal. We move up, he breaks. We move up, he's fleeing. Or, well, he's fleeing, he breaks. They're suddenly a lot less happy about life. I wonder how that happened. Right, so I know you have this debuff where you have sand in your eyes. I don't know how you managed to even accomplish that with the hood on, but anyway. You may as well kill this guy anyway. Never mind. Close enough, though. Banger got to sit out for a turn. Back in action. Yeah, I also don't think I've ever seen it happen, where my character refused to attack because of stamina. I think I've only ever seen them miss their attacks of opportunity rather than, like, not even try them, basically. But yeah, from here I think we've just won, so let's just shoot some of them, make this a little bit quicker. Fish just fucking hits absolutely everything, you goddamn fucking champion. Nighttime? I don't care about that sort of shit. Sounds like an excuse for lesser archers. Maybe I shouldn't have pulled up Dork all the way here, but honestly these guys are already fleeing, so it really doesn't matter. See if we can chaos one on our new cook here, but here. Does not look like that's going to happen, especially if I keep killing them. We grapple, we don't choke because we're out of stamina, oh boy. Soul bonks him. Sabot shows up. Spectracles lungs. Bang goes for it, but can't lung either. We run him down. Yeah, I was saying that last stream as well. There's probably a good pun in there somewhere about how Fish is shooting people non-stop and very good at it and very successful. About shooting fish in a barrel, but I can't quite piece it together correctly. Anyway, that was a very good fight. Our cook has Ding Ding, very nice. Harold has Ding Ding, Art has Ding Ding. Okay, let's see if we got anything good. We got this shield. Sipar shield, I don't know. It looks pretty heavy. So this is 8 points heavier than a normal shield, but only 3 points better in defense. I guess we're selling this. I don't really think we got anything super exciting here, unfortunately. Most of his armor got fucked. Gladiator harness is normal. Like, yeah, all of this looks pretty average. We got one bit of silk, I suppose, which is pretty expensive. Some tools. Could be worse. Oh, really? Is it not the Southern Shield thing? I thought it was these as well, but it's been a while, these Adargo shields. Because 18 stamina for a shield is very, very heavy. Poor Southern guys and the Northern. We can probably sell this. So a Gladiator harness, that is a layer 3 for 2. Is pretty bad base. I think all of this can just go away. Linen tunic wrap, nomad leather jacket. No thank you. Southern tunic with nomad outrobe, nope. Southern helmet. We could keep the fancy bit of this helmet, why not? It looks fancy. Right, let's continue. Maybe Dav'Kul wants someone today? No, is this not today? Oi yo 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 yo. How the butter? Alright then, guess we'll fucking die. Alright, team, this is it. Red alert. Fuck. So I'm shockingly not super afraid of these dire wolves. I've learned a few things fighting these guys recently, because we've already fought them a couple times since I started streaming this mod. So we might, maybe, hopefully, possibly, potentially be okay. The fact that it's still nighttime, I mean, okay, it's Alps, so it's going to be nighttime, but like the fact that it is nighttime is not exactly great, because our strong range characters don't get to show off their strong rangeitude. I proclaim as Fish just shoots them anyway. Nighttime? What is that? I can't see shit, so I'll just shoot them anyway. Like, who cares about the night? Not me. Okay, there's the first wobble. This guy cannot act. He didn't get to act this turn either. Okay, this wolf is basically dead. How do I make this happen? I need more characters that have 2 points of range. We have the whip down here. It's not particularly good since I don't think we can injure them. I'm gonna put Dork here to make this guy not function. You're not supposed to see the darkness, you're supposed to see the guy in the darkness. Damn it, fucking art, goddamn. How do you not know this? Is this your first time on this job? I mean, you could just punch the wolf to get rid of it, but it's going to flee and or bleed out anyway, so I think it's worth waiting here for a moment. Here comes the assholes. I think we wake up Hasso. I'm tempted to start attacking them this turn still. We're gonna get a good hit here with Cybot, but I don't want to shuffle them around just yet. We could just go here, sort out the wolf and this Alp in one go. So the way I've experienced it recently is that they mostly can't act when you are next to them. They sometimes can, it seems like the game just goes, okay, I don't have anything to do, so let's just have you sleep someone anyway, but for the most part they seem to not act if you're standing directly next to them, which is going to be a pretty big boon for us on this, I think. We'll have you whoop so you can end the wolf here. Gonna wait with you until I make up my mind about attacking this turn. How about we don't attack this turn? We could move over here with Bango. There's another Alp, the wolf is fleeing. Then we whoop whoop whoop, and we have you do the first swing on this Alp here. Next turn. And then we'll see how that goes from there. I need to not spread out too much, and I want characters with 2 points of range pretty much wherever I can. Because these Alps like to teleport like 1 tile away from you. So if you have 2 tiles of range, you can just get them. I think also that you can taunt them. I'm not sure if it works to force them to not attack someone else, but you can afflict them with taunt. They do get the debuff if I recall correctly, so maybe that still does something anyway. Guess we'll hang out here with our cook. So the way I think about this sort of fight is that I reckon the big important thing is to figure out which turns you're going to take where you're actually attacking them. You shouldn't just willy-nilly attack them. You need to figure out, like, let them take their actions first maybe, and then you attack them, and then they shuffle about, and then you attack them again, they shuffle about, that sort of thing. If you try to set up for multiple attacks in one go, you're going to be disappointed, because after you strike one of them, they're all going to reshuffle, and then you're not going to be able to do anything. Very tempted to have Spectacles run over here and strike this guy, by the way. Since both of the wolves are fleeing, we're basically done with that threat. And I can't imagine a better guy to get the first swing than Spectacles if you do actually hit that. This is our biggest damage weapon. Okay, -1. So now they're all shuffled again, like I said. So that's why you don't want to set up too hard. You also just don't want to fight them though, so take that with a grain of salt. These things are incredibly obnoxious. I'm not sure if they're the scariest enemy type necessarily. The thing is, they sleep you and then they attack you. They can basically act twice. Either they sleep twice or they sleep and then nightmare you, basically. And the nightmare does a fixed amount of damage that goes through your armor. It does not care about your armor or anything. It just does straight HP damage. And a lot of characters, especially backline characters, are not good in HP. Like Dav'Kul, for example. 52 HP max. It's not going to be at max because we just came from a fight, but like even if you were at max, that's only like 3 attacks from an Alp and you're done. And we are fighting 10 Alps right now. We used to be at 11, but we got one already. So that's kind of the scary part. It doesn't matter what you armor your guys with, they are going to die in a couple of attacks, and they will lose morale very quickly. The sleep is apparently a resolve roll, but I've never succeeded in beating it, so I don't know if you're actually able to or not. I've never seen it happen myself. And they are sort of hard to hit to begin with. But they also have resistance against range damage, so both slings as well as any other sort of range, like projectile actually attacks, only do like 33% of their normal damage. So I could shoot this guy, and that's gonna make them all teleport around again, and I'm not sure if I want to do that. I'm not really set up to do more this turn, I think. Who gets to act still? You get to act still. Maybe I want you to act, so we're not going to take this ranged attack. Also, you probably want to clump up so that they do spend 2 of their turns making you sleep, and then you can spend one guy, two actions with one guy waking people up. Like, let's say, for example, this guy puts this guy and this guy to sleep, then I can take my Slingman and go, hey, wake up, and then we have negated one entire turn, basically, from them, which is good. I assume that I'm going to take the swing with the Swordmaster here, because it's an X swing, and that's going to do decent damage. Not sure where I want to be positioned. Maybe over here so we can help out Dork, who is probably our frailest character right now. But yeah, especially for range characters that are otherwise pretty low health, this is a nightmare of a fight. So I think I take the swing. It's going to hurt a lot if I do succeed. No, we missed the 82%, naturally. Right, so I have set this up so that Bango could act immediately, but since I attacked one, they all shuffled, and also the guy that I wanted to attack has fucked off, right, so that's not happening anyway. So now I can't attack here, and this is why I said earlier I want one big damage swing weapons, like two-handed weapons that do a lot of damage in one go, so that I don't force them to shuffle around all the time, because whenever they do shuffle, they're going to teleport one tile away from you. Like, they're always going to be a little bit away from you, so you, like, hit them, and then they're here, and then you have to move over, and then you can't attack anymore. So, like, I need to be pretty careful with how I position, basically. Now I'm going to wait here, because I think Cybot will move over here and start stabbing them. He's going to get a good stab on one of them, at least. And the Spear Staff does decent damage, so I think that's worth trying for. Look at this nightmare. How do we do this? So if my theory about, hey, they can't act when you're in close proximity to them, if that is correct, then placing Sabot here is a good idea, because I negate 3 turns of theirs with just 1 move here. If I'm wrong, they can literally straight up kill this character model, and I can't do anything about it. So fuck it, I guess. I have learned. Let's see if what I have learned is correct. I can try running over here and maybe buff the resolve a tiny bit. Another option I had, actually, is to look at the turn order here and say, okay, this looks terrifying, but if I hit them a little bit, they'll teleport around again and maybe focus on someone else. Maybe they'll like shuffle positions in a way that's much more beneficial to me. So I could have said, okay, maybe Hasso or Fish over here are just going to shoot one of them. Even if it does fuck all damage, it does reshuffle them, so then I can try to like spread them out a bit more, or maybe set up for another big hit or something, because right now Bango, for example, can't hit anything, Spectacles can't hit anything. I really need one of them to be around here, ideally, so Bango can walk up and hit them for a lot of damage. I don't know if I want to shuffle them again, because if my theory is correct, then I'm blocking 3 of their turns here, which is very, very nice. So I'm just not going to be doing that. Yeah, exactly. You do not want to chase them around too much. You want to kind of stay together. It's not super easy to stay together because they will teleport 1 tile away from you, so you have to chase them for a little bit, unless you have 2 tiles of 2 range on your weapons. But other than that, it's kind of inevitable. Which one is that that gets to act here? This one. This one, and then the one up north? Yeah. And then the dog gets to act, and then we have this one. Then another one on the right. So this right side here is going to be a problem. They might actually kill one of my characters here with these 2, depending on how they want to focus. I think they're all just going to focus sideboard, which would be very bad. Animals? What? You mean if I have a dog that goes after them? That can be really good, it can also be really bad. The dog will bother them and make them maybe not act as much. But the dog will also randomly just hit them, and when the dog does hit them, they will teleport around again, so I lose control of the battlefield, basically. Which I don't want, naturally, so... It has its ups, it also has some downs, though. He moved in for some reason. Dooms, did he try to sleep there? He tried to sleep someone and it failed. Several sleep gets hit. Oh, the cook resists the urge to sleep. Where the fuck is the cook? You absolute champion. This guy. No. Oh, this guy. Nice, they took 2 turns to sleep him. That's alright with me. Okay, so let's wake you. And let's just taunt one just in case. I don't think I'll be hitting them much with Adrian. Yeah, that's another thing that can obviously happen. Your dog just decides, nope, I'm not functioning today, and then you just stand there not really doing anything. Should I be here with... I think I want to go here. So the way this is set up, Bango has a chance of double hitting here, which would be nice. Alternatively, if I kill the dog first, with Spectacles for example, then I can just move over 1 tile and probably kill this fucker. You might notice that I'm trying to keep my guys in certain clumps. Like, we have a clump of guys over here, not perfectly clumped together, but like I'm trying to keep these guys together. Then we have a clump up here and a clump down here. Again, with the idea being that we can wake each other up. Also, there's a hidden thing in this game that is not explained anywhere to my knowledge that says when you are next to one of your brothers, you get a +3 morale bonus. You just have that. I don't think it says literally anywhere, I'm not sure, but I've heard that in a YouTube video and I trust YouTube with my life, so I think that is actually a thing. The thing is, if I go here and stab this dog, then the dog might die and then Bango actually has to move and then we're spread out a little bit more, but maybe that's fine. Okay, the dog did not die. You sleep Adrian, you hurt Adrian. Thankfully Adrian is fairly swole. I also think my grapple character is going to be not very helpful here. So I'm probably gonna have you on wake up duty as well. Or on stand in front of them so they don't get to take actions duty. Like maybe here, so this guy doesn't act. He's already done with his turn and he's gonna teleport around, so that was bad. Double sleep here, could be worse. So I think we go here with Spectacles and Cultist Dog. And then Bango moves over here. And hopefully kills this Alp. Nice. Okay, here we go, shuffling around again. That is a lot of pain down here. This side is much more chill now. You want to wake this guy up. You're still getting to act, so let's block that from you. Where's this guy? He's down here. I don't think I get to act before that, no. We could have you axe something, because axe does good damage in theory. Ooh, off with his head. Very nice. Okay, could be worse. You are asleep. Hey, we resisted another one, nice. So I'm probably gonna see more sleep resistance than normal here, because our company, which is a bunch of cultists, are actually way above average when it comes to resolve. Like, I don't usually have people with this high resolve level, so that's gonna be helpful. Also, something I really want to do here that I need to pay attention to is, even if I'm not going to act with a character, I should absolutely not have them pass their turn. I need to wait so that they maybe still get to act later. Because if I have the opportunity to maybe wake someone up later, that could be absolutely invaluable. I could stab one here, but I really don't want to, because both Spectacles as well as Bango... Bango not actually, but like Spectacles is in a really good position here to try and kill one. The downside is that they all get to act first, basically. These two get to act. If I stand here, I'm blocking both of them, according to what I understand about the game. So, again, the issue with me moving into positions like this to block them is that now we're spreading out a little bit more. And if this keeps going that way, and if we keep spreading out like that, they're eventually going to overwhelm us after all, because we can't really support each other anymore. Let's move here. That's not too far away, and that's going to prevent this guy from acting. Double sleep here, bit annoying. I think Dork wakes one, Fisk wakes the other. Can do that later. Hey, another one resisted. Very nice. I'm not gonna wrestle this guy because I will make him teleport and I want to avoid that. Probably not even worth standing here. I think he's just going to move up and then sleep me. If he even has to move for that. Yeah, he has to move for that, so he only gets one action. That's alright. No, he gets two still. Never mind, I lied. My bad. Sleep and pain over on Cybot. Cybot tanks it, thankfully. Who's next? You're next. Can block that, no problem. We wake up one here. I think we can still act with the slinger, so you can wake up the other guy in a second. Alright, Spectacles, I'd really like you to kill another one. How about that? How would you like me to, or how would you like to? Would you maybe like to end someone? How about that? Let's England this properly. Alright. Let's reassess the battlefield. Could be worse. Bango's a bit out of position here to help out, which is a shame, but not much we can do about that. I think we hold Spectacles out here. Bango can roll up. If I go this far to the side, there's a pretty good chance. Fish can wake this guy up, then he may be able to swing at that. So I probably want to clump up here instead of trying to block that guy. But yeah, so the way I think about this fight is that at this point, as long as I am paying a lot of attention and focus on what I'm doing, I don't make any stupid mistakes, I double check that, okay, everyone's doing what they can, I'm not wasting my actions, I don't accidentally end turn too early, I'm waking up, I don't take unnecessary attacks and shit like that. As long as I'm on top of things and trying to keep track of everything, it's not that bad in their current iteration. Here, for example, I'm tempted to not block this guy. I'm planning to attack over here, so if I hit him and they shuffle around, then they'll shuffle a little bit further to this side and spread me out a little bit more, so I can't possibly just take one attack from this guy. These are all full health. He's going to likely sleep one and attack that guy, or he sleeps both of them. Sleeping both would be a little bit more annoying, but probably not the end of the world. Is it worth blocking that? I think it is. And you have nothing to do, so you just clump up down here. Yeah, he has to skip. Okay, let's go Siegfried. End him. Swing and a miss. Unfortunate. We could try with Soul here. We can't make them bleed, unfortunately. I don't think your damage is high enough, especially not with a shield, so I don't think it's worth it. I think I'll keep trying to hit them with my two-handed weapons to give them as few attacks as possible. What we can do, though, is we could walk up here, just so that if they don't... Like, if they get to act before I get to hit them, then that will... that will prevent at least that guy from hurting us this turn. Probably gonna... move up here with Dork as well. Stay vigilant here. So we could take another swing with Cybot here, but since it's the end of the turn rather than the start of the turn, I think that's a terrible idea. I'll shuffle them and then they all get to act before I get to act, so I don't really want to do that. I think I'll just move Cybot over here, so these two can't act no matter where they are in the turn order. So Norbert has to tank a bit more pain. Get yelled at by a weird nightmare creature. Normal. Alright, that guy had to skip. I think I'll just wait here with Fish for a moment. We'll wait here with the banner. I think we're preventing enough of their actions that this is fine. Let's move over here. We still have enough action points on this character to move more if we need to. Same here. I don't think it's worth attacking with Dork. Your damage is not quite where I need it to be. One sleep here on Spectacles, that is unfortunate. I think he's the first to act of this group down here as well, isn't he? Can maybe wake him with Harold, or we just swing here. I think we swing here. Come on, Siegfried. Stop missing those 82%, please. Yeah, so we roll over here, we wake up Spectacles, made function, plus. Keep waiting with you, keep waiting with Cybot for now. We wait with Bango as well, and then Spectacles, next turn, goes in and hopefully ends another. Alright, that's the end of Fish's turn, unfortunately. Well, they're also passing a lot, so this is fine. This turn didn't really move us forward that much so far, but we still have some characters that are yet to act. Okay, oh, you don't have stamina to attack. That is tragic. I thought we had one tile of movement on us. That is really bad. Again, at least this turn basically didn't cost us anything. I taunt him because why not, but I don't think it's gonna matter. So Bango can't move an attack here right now, so I think I'll take the attack on Cybot. Oh, they have resistance to thrust, so this deals less damage anyway. Ugh. We could attack again, but I don't think it's worth it. We're spreading out a little bit more here if I do that. I think this is fine. I think Spectacles can move over here next turn, maybe. Hopefully. Bang goes here. They still all have to pass. These two get to act now. Oh boy, that's gonna hurt Fish. That is not great. It's gonna hurt Hasso. That is also absolutely awful. The fact that they're in between us now is pretty unfortunate. So when do I get to attack them this turn? Very late. Yeah, very, very late. I think we have to move over here and block them from acting. Fish hangs out here, maybe. So maybe you fall back with this group towards the rest of the company. Stefan, or not Stefan, Siegfried. You're on Stefan level now. Siegfried, you've missed so much. Very disappointed in you. Just keep bothering them. Alright, I think we'll take this swing here. If I wait with you, how quickly are you going to be able to act again? I don't know if I have a way of telling. I'm considering waiting here and then hitting with either Spectacles or Bango, and then having you get another swing this turn if we can arrange that. Alternatively, if I do this now, both Bango and Spectacles still get to act, but it's a bit risky because it gives the enemy a lot of opportunities as well. Or you could just miss your 82% chance again. Let's miss a third 82 swing in a row with our big two-handed fucking axe. Thank you, Siegfried, you dumb fuck. Right, I wanted to clump back up over here towards the center a little bit. Nothing to do with you right now. Nothing to do with Sabbat right now. Right, Spectacles, you can move and attack, so please do better than Siegfried. 90%, come on. Oh, video game, why? Why for? What have I done? I guess it's all on Bango. Thank you. Holy shit. I don't think Would You Kindly makes the guy perform better. I think it's more about, lol, I ask or I make you do a thing. It doesn't mean the guy does it well. Okay, goodbye, Slinger. You are mega dead. After the way this has shuffled around. You act, you're done. You act in 7, you act in 4. I need to be here if I can. I cannot. No matter what I try, I can't even do anything about this. Yeah, you're just completely fucking dead unless you happen to resist one of the sleeps. Nope, you're dead. Goodbye. God, that is so ass. They literally all, without exception, teleported down here. I've never seen it be this aggressively annoying. That is crazy to me. As far as killing our characters goes, I guess they could have had a worse target for us. Like, as far as losing characters go, this is not the end of the world, but still. We're gonna lose our cook here as well, because of this absurd fucking clustering of all of them in one place here. I did not see that coming. That was so mean. Okay, I need you to try to get the fuck away, since you're basically done. You're in range of the boy. Let's make you less morale. Morale fucked. More morale, I guess, ideally. Okay, you resisted the first one of these. I mean, that wasn't even a split up issue. This was, like, even if I had 5 people here, I don't think I could have prevented that with the way 7 or well, 6 of them all teleported in a half circle around one guy. Like, I don't know if that's, like, preventable if they all hard focus the same fucker. I mean, maybe. I don't fucking know. What do I know? Okay, we go here to try to bother this fucker. Dork is a bit dinged up, so I kind of don't want you in the offensive group either. It's mostly the fact that we missed 3 fucking turns in a row, basically, on one of the guys that could kill some of them. I think that's really the major thing that's doing us in right now. He is currently acting... Oh, well, this guy is asleep, so that makes sense. I can't wake up with you because you are busy dying. So you're just gonna have to tank a few Ard. Good resolve there. What I might do here is I might just surround them or like make contact with all of them basically so they can't act as much. And then regroup my entire party down here. Again, I think as long as I'm blocking them like this, they can't do anything too terrible. And this gives me an opportunity to like cluster up here. Norbert is also pretty banged up. Let's try to retreat with you. I don't think they're gonna pass forever in a situation like this, by the way. I've tried this before, and after like a turn or two, they instead decided to act again after like waiting and not doing anything for a moment. Alright, Siegfried. Basically, Stefan levels of incompetent. I don't... like, if I can make them wait another turn, I will. I don't know if we actually can. But I would like an entire fresh turn where we still get to respond to everything they might be doing. So even though we're kind of getting to the point where we're all clumped up again, I am going to try waiting just a little bit longer if I can. Ideally, I'd like to get some stamina back on these two, but I don't think that's happening. Okay, so now we wait until we get to act with a big weapon first. So ideally we wait for Spectacles to swing here, because he could get a double kill. Which would be very nice, obviously. We could try with your ass again, but I have no faith in you, so fuck you, Siegfried. We're not doing it. Right, Spectacles, you don't have the stamina. Can we afford to waste another turn here? They haven't acted at all. I think it's worth risking it, since they're not moving at all right now. So as long as they're not moving, we get to recover some stamina, which would be much appreciated. Yeah, they're not acting, I don't know. Again, I've tried this before and they did act. I wonder if that was just a bug, because in that game, there was also the round where the dog completely bugged out and everything, so... maybe that was just misfortune. But they're not killing us right now. It's a passing every action, so that's fine with me. Alright, so then this turn, we will wait until Spectacles gets to act. And Spectacles maybe gets a double kill, which would be quite alright with me. Here we go. Please, please, please. We only got one. I wonder if we missed the second one, or if he teleports before the AoE could hit him. That would be absolutely fucked. Right, Dango can maybe swing here again and get another one. Very nice. Yeah, it looked like he teleported between the first and the second action, which... or, well, not action, but like damage instance, which would be pretty fucked if that's how that works. Okay, they're fleeing, I think. We head over here to try and resolve them. Could bonk here. Probably shouldn't. No, they're fleeing. I think I'm fine with them fleeing, maybe? I'm kinda not fine with them fleeing, like honestly, fuck them. We stay down here as one group of people. So that if they do decide to ass up, we ass them back down. I assume that once they start fleeing, they stop teleporting, but I'm not sure. I don't think this is enough to kill one. I think we need one of the big men here, like Bango or Siegfried, if you ever actually get to hit anything. Before we get to make them proper goodbye, which is very England of me. Alright, Siegfried, 83%. You've missed roughly 500 of these. Wow, you got one. Yeah, only the guy that was still fighting has remained. The others are out of here, even though the number here is still pretty big. So it's not like they were out of people. Okay, we get to body block them this turn as well. I guess everyone else just gets to hang out over here. Alright, Spectacles, you can walk and swing, which is all you need to do. Very good. Alright, I think it is Ogre. Slinger is now maimed-footed, so it costs him 1 more AP to move, and he has less initiative. Honestly, you were club-footed to begin with, weren't you? Like, I'm not moving you around very much. How did you get a maimed foot from having a nightmare? Like, what the fuck were you dreaming? Also, we got a bunch of sweet. So here's the thing. These fuckers are an absolute nightmare and the pain in the ass to fight, but like the stuff they drop is pretty good. Like you can craft some fun stuff with some of their items, I think. I haven't really seen all of them, and I haven't really looked up any of these recipes. He dreamed he stubbed his toe. Yeah, probably. Alright, we got a bunch of ding-dings. Let's see. Tankman has unfortunately rolled poorly for the first time in his life. Very sad. We definitely give you the morale roll. And I guess we click on range defense because that's a 4. And these are all very disappointing. Tempted to just still click on the 1 just because we need to max his defense if we want him to be Tankman. That being said, you're never going to be like true Tankman because you don't have taunt or shield spec, so you're always going to be like a shit Tankman. Anyway, get underdog. And we have Norvix the Bannerman. Not the greatest resolve roll I've ever seen. I do like this melee skill. Stamina hasn't been much of an issue. I think we click on health here because we high rolled so hard. Right, we want Inspiring Presence. A rousing speech at the start of every battle inspires your allies, grants plus 10 damage while wielding a battle standard, grants allies a chance to start the battle at confident morale unless prohibited by character choice, a percentage chance for each ally to gain confident morale, 30% of your resolve. The percentage chance for each ally to gain confident morale, 33% of your resolve. Shouldn't that be just an is rather than a fucking comma? Anyway, for each point of resolve below 100, there's a 0.04% chance the speed backfires and causes wavering morale. Well, we're not gonna breach 100, but fuck it, let's risk it anyway. Very nice. Then we have Ardanian over here. Okay defensive rolls, can't really complain. Could give you more resolve, that would make you even more durable. Your health is okay thanks to Colossus. Yeah, I think we'll give you more of those. You can now also get Underdog. I think that's what we're gonna click on. Begin each battle with your shield wall activated and gain 10 range defense while using a shield. What's this thing called again? Despicable Dick's Barrier. Right, I forgot about that. That's such a fun name for a famed item. Oh, then we have our cook. Hey, he's level 3 immediately, so he got 2 levels from these 2 fights in a row. I mean, he did survive quite something, so can't really complain. You could become Cleaver Man if we roll well enough with you, and you become a cultist. Let's assume you're going to be a cultist at some point and focus on resolve rather than defense, and then we fix your defense by clicking on the cultist trait here eventually. We'll also probably give you Colossus because you have a lot of HP, so we'll make you a nimble tank in the future, and then you can get camp cooking here. So now we can buy the upgrade if we want it, and I think we do want it. Yeah, these passions are pretty good. They're definitely helping you out, moving in the right direction. Helping you move in the right direction. Right. We could buy the camp cook thing now. Pre-filled contracts. Makes you pay 10% less upfront for hiring new men and 50% less for tryouts. That sounds very nice. Makes between 2 to 4 additional men available to recruit in every settlement. We can't afford both of these, unfortunately, because we need a slot for each of them, and I don't know what we need to do to unlock the next slot. 1400 right now, and we're on 1387. That shouldn't last, or that shouldn't take very long. Maybe we wait with the cooking equipment until then and we get the pre-filled contracts first. Because we do still actively look for new characters all the fucking time. So that could be alright. But yeah, so our sling mate, who already was born club-footed, now has a maimed foot, so he's basically never moving again. If he has to, then that's just basically the end of him. But I think that's fine. Could be worse. Alright, let's see if we can make it over to the town without any further interruptions. There are some beasts afoot. I think those might be the Alps that we've already fought. Pretty nasty Alp ambush, honestly. I was even trying to run away and we just couldn't make it in time. Like, we literally just couldn't get away. Okay, so how are money in town? Money in town are not ideal, so we don't want to sell here. There are some contracts available, but I think it's fine for us to chill for a moment. I think we just immediately move on to the mercantile place over here. We could take the boat, but I think I want to walk anyway, so we're out of town for the night, so we get the better chance of getting the thingy, the Dav'Kul event. Oh, just be out of town, then it happens. Like, oh yeah, it's that easy, Cube. Just have more Cultist, Cube, it's that easy. It's not RNG, I promise, lol. That's not what he said, I'm just... I don't know. Anyway, so this should be where we sell everything. This town really likes us. Let's see what the money says. 21, yes, this is where we sell. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of all of these fucking composite bows. I do have faith in Dav'Kul. Fortunately, or unfortunately rather, Dav'Kul does not have faith in me. Okay, these sell for a lot of money. I guess we'll keep one in case we need it eventually. We sell one of these anti-armor cleavers because that is still a weird phrase that I'm not particularly comfortable with. Sell this junk. Who needs that? Not me. I was gonna sell this, and there was another thing I was going to sell. This, I think, can sell this as well. We have so many fucking quivers here. Who the fuck needs all these quivers? Not me. And then we have a bunch of trophies to sell. I do want to quickly check what we can craft with some of these, but the actual trophies that are not crafting resources we can just get rid of right away. Like that. Everything else does say crafting on the tin. We could maybe look into buying one of these camp upgrades. I'll read those eventually, probably. I definitely want to buy some tools. I would like to hire new mates, however, unfortunately, we are currently full because Dav'Kul will not take our shitter that is ready to be sacrificed. I guess if we do like 1 or 2 more contracts, our renown is going to increase, and that probably increases our capacity once again. I do have too much junk on me, I still need to sell a little bit more. Slap this onto one of these helmets, so that's another slot gun. Oh yeah, right, we have all this crafting junk now. I also wanted to sell that shield, which we're probably not going to be using. You can sell the light southern maces. And 2 of these spears. Didn't even notice that we got those. Okay, then I need a taxidermist, either in one of these towns or we can camp if we need to. First, let's have a quick glance at this list of characters. Some of these we've seen before. There should be some new ones though. If only from that trait that we got. None of the new ones are cultists, that's unfortunate. Oh well. Let's see what contracts these are. Brigands are as raiders from the coast, that's as far as we're going to talk, now you know what my problem is. Greenskins, that's who it is. They are rampaging around Dornthal, I'll need you to stop them. 5,000 bucks to bend greenskins over on the other side of the map. Could head there, let's see what this is. Caravan quest, no thank you. 690 crowns to follow tracks and then return golden talisman. You know what, that seems like a good middle of the line quest for us to take right now. We'll just do that to have something to do while we recover. And maybe get ourselves an event. Cries whip through the party like the howls of the wind. There's not an enemy inside, so you have no idea what's causing this. You walk the ranks to find Casbango two-handed, practically sobbing on the ground. He's clutching his chest with one hand, while the other points to the sky, the fingers shaking in pointed fear. TDS Maybe Flail explains that the man saw a great blaze of fire across the stars. Apparently this pathetic fool takes this for an omen, and of course it isn't a good one. Whatever it isn't going to get you where you need to be, so you already are meant to march. Fambango is afraid. Goddammit, Bango. 50% less resolve. Either he's right and he'll meet his end soon, or it will pass in time. Damn it, Bango, you mad fuck! Anyway, let's try to find whatever the fuck this is that is very actively running away from us and being a royal pain in the ass. Hello there, thieves. Many thugs, a few poachers, some brigand raiders, and a few war dogs. Sure, we just chase them, and if we fight them at night or at day, doesn't really matter to us. Here we go. Fuck 'em up. Isn't this nice? Normal ass fight. No weird nightmare creatures. No fucking bandit leaders or like many archers and shit like that. Just regular old brigands. We just know those very well and we fight those passionately. We spot them, we end them. It's the cycle of life for lowborn scum like us, I suppose. Alright, we shoot this guy, maybe his friend dies as well. Not really sure I love the split shot thing, at least it only takes 5 AP, so it's not like it cost us that much. I guess it's some free damage on the backline there. You must whip it. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, Mr. Moves no longer. Whom should you toss at? Let's toss at... These are all somewhat covered, huh? Well done, you guys. I think it's time for this guy to die. Aha, we sling. Man loses all of his armor, most of his HP, his hand is completely shattered, he is fine, morale is unwavering. He's here for it. Why are you bleeding? Is that the icon for vengeance and I just chose a bleeding icon? Maybe it's a placeholder or something. Honestly, not the worst armor on these raiders. Kind of as expected, raiders are not the least equipped men in the game. But compared to the sort of Satan that we're usually facing recently, you're nothing. Also, you have so much trash around that you're probably gonna morale break before you guys get to actually do anything too scary. I think we want Sabbat to have this hill, so I think we just hang out here with the cook for now. Sabbat now has this hill. It is all yours. I think Bango might walk up and just end the guy. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just go back afterwards. No big deal. Nothing actually happened. Right, then we have Art the Undying, who now has Underdog as well, I think, if I recall correctly. So I think we want you to go here, maybe slice this guy a bit, maybe he's afraid. Could go here and bonk him on the head, but we already retreated with Bango, so that's probably not the greatest idea, so I think we just wait here. You probably need to move up and whoop so you can do something next turn, but that seems kind of like a waste, honestly. Should probably just let those guys get a little bit closer, but I'm, like, impatient. I don't want to just end them. Impatience is how you start taking random accidental deaths that would have otherwise been very avoidable. Here, let's cover Cybert with a spear ball for a change, so he also knows what this feels like. Just once in his life. Let's get Spectacles in here, fuck it. Let's end some men. Dog learns about spear ball for the first time, he is not happy. That did a decent number of damage. Decent amount of damage. You can't reach that, that's a shame. I feel like you should just shoot people. Let's pick one. You're looking mighty fancy up there, let's change that a bit. There you go. Two-handed mate is not going for it, but disappointing. You're not in range to whip anything, but now you are. Aw, you could have just killed that guy. Spectacles, have you considered dodging? I know your lungs are not the best, but that doesn't mean you can't move your body at all, does it? Bango just tanks it. Nice spear, idiot, he says. Verbatim, I heard it. You probably heard it as well. Heard it in your heart. 95% chance to hit, god damn. This guy must be the least range defense man I've ever seen. Oi, don't GN me. I fear you. Can't hit this. Artist too good. Damn, he goes for it. This man is dazed, has a fractured skull, basically nothing around the head anymore. His HP is completely out to lunch. He's like, yep, I'm in. Fuck it, we fight. What a guy. We might have to hire that guy afterwards. Or what's left of him anyway. I kinda trapped you in here, Cybert. Sorry, that's my bad. Let's see if we can put you into a spot where you can actually stab someone. How about this? It could be better. Right, I feel like Bango is the kind of guy to go here, go whoop 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 in excitement, and then next turn end a life or two. Let's hop over here, do a little stab, a little bit of chaos. Never hurt anyone. We can probably stand here and not fear the wrath of Bango. Or we go here and help out with this fucker. Let's do that. Right, Spectacles, here we are. You have arrived. It is time for you to stop moving, so you can instead end a guy, so they stop moving permanently. Spectacles has a weird relationship with movement. I guess he just doesn't like it when things move. Man rotates in the 1 HP dog. You're not even fleeing yet, you're just being a dick. What the hell? What sort of maneuver is that? It's not okay. Oh, there's still an untended raider here, oops. We could try a multi-hit here. I'm not sure we do enough damage to kill both of these. Oh, you do have Vengeance on you, then we probably do enough damage to kill both of these. Somehow the raider in heavy armor died and the regular peasant didn't. Interesting. Anyway, let's end the regular peasant as well. Let's hop up here. Is there anything to whip? There's this guy and this guy. Are you fleeing yet? You are. Here, let's make this guy bleed so we get some stamina back. We stab this guy, move up. Whom should fish engage with? Look, this guy's fleeing. How do you feel about that? Do you think that's okay? I don't think that's okay. How about you hit him anyway? Oh, shame. Let's just hit this guy. 79% chance to hit for some reason across the entire battlefield and with a shield. I guess it's not shield wall, per se. It's just a guy that has a shield. Maybe you should use it. Alright, dog, it's you. Thank you. It's been a while since you got to end some people, so I'm glad you're still doing that sort of thing. Where you just end a guy that is hatless. Dog hates the hatless. Or maybe loves them, because it's easier to kill them. Whom should we axe? I feel like you're a good... Oh, I can't reach that guy. Oh. How disappointing. I wanted to reach that guy, though. I guess we stand here and try to prevent them from fleeing. Alright, if you one-shot this guy, you can also bin this man. How do you feel about that, Sol? I guess not excited enough, then. Yeah, just fucking don't even end him, sure. Disappoint me, why not? Here, I thought, look at you, getting to stab a guy for completely free. This must be your pleasure, right? Like, you're probably into this. Just end him. No, you say. I will not end this man. Alright, then. Have it your way. Slow and steady is what we take it. Dog tries to get away from Bango. Bad call. Guys try to get away from other guys. Just generally bad call. The game accidentally covers the "it's over" button. Imagine if I had to run away and there was a fucking tooltip in the way so I can't actually flee when I needed to flee. That would have been unfun. Fish arrives. Hasso prefers not moving, if at all possible, and I am not blaming him. Secrets here. Dork bonks him. Never mind, Dork is out of AP. Why did that cost so much? Oh, you had to move around, there's a blockade here. Guess there's a grill here or something? No, it's a tree. Very invisible tree. Anyway. Not really worth moving these guys, you're way too far away. You move here, so you can't go anywhere. You move in. There we go. There we go. Bango does it again. Only one ding, but it's not Spectacles, so that's fine. We have a tabard here again for a tiny bit more resolve, which is nice. 2 fancy flails, which we don't really need, but they're always nice to have. A good dagger. Not a great dagger, but a good dagger. My brain now envisions a great dagger as in like a great sword, where you hold it with both hands, and I wonder how that would work for a dagger. Alright, lads, it's nighttime soon, we're out in the wilderness, as they say. Don't you guys want to maybe do some ritual murder? Like, not ritual murder, ritual sacrifice. For Dav'Kul. Dav'Kul likes that sort of shit, and so do I. How about you do some of that, maybe? You are in good spirits, so we can have you do shit again. Slayerman is somehow content despite all that's happening to him. I am happy about that. Let's have you in the healing tent, why not? Seems like the sort of thing you might want to do, cookmate. And then you are still unfunctioning, you go training. Go training with the lads. We can. Alright, Dav'Kul, please. Dav'Kul, do it. For fuck's sake. This god is not pleasable. Phantom footsteps, look at that. Scary, man. Until I just thought I'd been to all the Alps in Europe. Right, any new mates for hire? Probably not, but let's have a look anyway. Nope, this looks like the same from last time. 2-star contract, delivery to... Vikstad, isn't that where we're going anyway? Let's have a look. No, Wolkenstein is where we're going. Wait, we are in Vikstad. What? Oh, in Muktarin. 3 days east by road. No, thank you. This is not for me. I could take the Big Man Company quest and go fight some greenskins, but I really want to check this town as well here. We're very friendly with them, so they probably buy our shit for way too much money. Honest bandit. Not sure how much honest there is about a bandit. That's a lot of Nazis. I kind of want to kill them. Hey guys, do you want to maybe get murked? I'd enjoy murking a bunch of Nazis. There's a medium one. Right, one medium, the rest is very bad. Might be worth taking all of your life force to get onto this hill so you can sling a slight bit better. Actually, is that worth it? Probably not. Alright, Fisk, don't kill them. God damn it. You didn't kill them though. Oh, there's a second medium one. I didn't see that one had not acted yet. My bad. 3 medium ones in total. I thought they were all done. My bad. Absolutely and entirely my bad. Right, Hasso, how about you start weakening this guy a bit? Yeah, when you don't have to move, you're very much just fine. Absolutely functional, man. We ignore the part where your body has fallen into tiny pieces and is overall not able to move. That part is not that important. Bango, you're still afraid. Calm the fuck down. Alright, come at us, mates. Don't shuffle around back there, charge me. There you go. Ah, nice miss. Fool. He's basically like a trebuchet. He's just a guy with a massive sling. He's not here to move, he's here to sling, and sling he will. Let's inflict some bleeding on the party. The enemy party, that is. These absolute cowards, come fight us. Good shooting fish. Guess we can hit this guy. Don't kill him, you buffoon! How did you do that? What, how did you even fucking kill him right away? Okay, we might want to try to get in there as quickly as possible. Yeah, basically. Let's not get too overeager on the northern side, though. We can hit... I can't speak. We can jump over here with Ard. Ard is able to tank this just fine, I reckon. Ard is made of sturdy. Least hittable man in the game. I guess this is just where our southern front line hangs out now. They'll probably impale themselves repeatedly trying to get that. I am not wasting my 1 action a year on a basically dead Nazi here. Like, that would be an insult to Spectacle's abilities. Limited though they may be right now. Yeah, you probably just hit him in the head, but still, it's a little bit annoying that that happened. Not a big deal, just a little bit annoying. I don't mind if they get to eat 1 or 2 corpses or something, that's not the end of the world. Unfortunate that your initiative is so high there, Dark. Oh, he died. Probably get eaten soon. Alright, Bango, look at these 2 idiots having lined themselves up just for you, you afraid fuck. How about you end some? There you go. What are you afraid of? I have no idea. I will never know. Nothing to be afraid of in these lands. Alright, Spectacles, they've made a grave mistake. They thought you were literally unmovable, when in reality you get to move once every year, and this was the one tile. Yes, look at that, isn't that beautiful? It is beautiful, but it also is kind of unfortunate, because now they get to eat these corpses. But honestly, that was fine. It was worth it. We tanked those. I get too eager for the AoE, it's not a great idea, but I have to, right? Like, when they're lined up like that, what do? I can't not kill them. He doesn't get to eat this turn, that's right. Right, fish? You've been kicking ass as always, hot damn. A little bit of whipping here. Obligatory, yeah. Mandatory, pretty much. Ooh, that actually killed him. Did you get a damage increase from that perk? I think you did. Whom's to shoot? I think we shoot here. Nice. Yeah, very mouthful. Not sure I agree with that sort of name. How about you try to launch at this guy? Very fine. Yep, that's fine with me. Good job. So I could go in here. You can't reach anything from here, but you're kind of setting up for the future, maybe. Just bonk this guy. You go here, start grappling the big ol' Nata. Why not? Do a little slice here. Walk up, stab. The normal, the usual. Just an average day for a Cybod. Hot damn, Siegfried, you actual scrub. Can you please stop missing all the fucking time? I'm a sword master, I live to fucking slice people. Completely devoid of host. Anyway, Bango, do him. Yeah, see, it's just you have to. When they offer you the AoE, you gotta take it. What heathen would not take murder when it could choose murder, when they could choose murder? Not me. Yeah, see, that's just what you gotta do. You just gotta do what you gotta do. Man tries to leave, gets absolutely killed. I don't know where he grabbed him, honestly. It just says grapple. I let Norbert do the decisions on that. Imagine trying to hit Ardanian. Let's check out this man's chance to not be hit here again in a second, because it is impressive. Let's see, where's Ard? Here's Ard. Casual 71 melee defense. Nice job trying to slice this fucking guy of all guys in the game. Utter noob. We can move here and maybe shoot this guy? No, we're still in the dead zone when it comes to asking that guy from here, maybe. Oh, you had the 95. Okay, never mind, Fish. I'm sorry. I praised you too much. It was my fault. I praised you too much. It had to go wrong at some point. I jinxed it. I'm sorry. I jinxed it. It was all me. Oh boy, we move over. Suddenly all of your AP disappear completely into the ether. We can't reach that guy, right? Yeah, we tried to wrestle him and he just left. It's a bit weird. Punch him. Yeah, absolutely not. Actually untouchable. Okay, with some whoop whoop whoop, maybe Cybod can still reach that fucker before he leaves. That'd be pleasant. Because we're not here to let them escape, are we? We're here to stab, stab, stab. I guess Bango is here too. Spectacles claims another. Run him down. Stab, there we go. No escaping. Well, I mean that guy goes to escape, but like, none of the big ones get to escape, that's the important part. I wonder if you get extra fancy loot if you let them grow to level 3 before you kill them. Maybe only if they were level 3 to begin with. That would kind of make more sense as some anti-cheese protection thing. Bonk. Right, it is Ogre. Did we take a single slap? Not really, no. Very nice. Good stuff. Spectacles does the ding-ding, we get a bunch of junk. Is there a taxidermist here? No, there is not. There's a weaponsmith. Ooh, did my renown increase? It did! Nice. So we can, in theory, now have another retinue slot as well, and we can get the cooking equipment. Sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet. Here we go, so we can actually hire some more mates then. That's alright. So, Swordmaster, please don't be shot. Good man. God damn, you roll well on everything. Do we need more stamina? 41 resolve isn't that much, but you're gonna get some extra if we ever convert you to the cult. This is a high roll in resolve, and you're not gonna get those very frequently. So I should probably click on it while we have the opportunity. Right, so now you get polio arms back, so now I want to have you... yes, I want you to have a bullhook now, if we can. Don't have any of those right now. Basic mail shirt, reinforced leather lamella armor. I'll have to take all of this shit apart and figure out what of that stuff I want to keep and which ones I don't want to keep. Restless. Anyway, hey, nice roll there. Good job, Soul. Look at you, that is some very good rolling. Much appreciated in every category. Let's give you Lacerate. More bleed for everyone. Spectacles. From what I've heard, for normal guys, having 40 resolve is where you're fine. There's still gonna be stuff that will break you, especially undead and like effects that actually attack morale directly. They're still gonna get you, but that's mostly fine to have your guys not just break immediately upon any sort of resolve check. So 40 is kind of the good default number. In our cult here, we have a lot of people with much higher resolve, like Spectacles, for example, you have 73 resolve. Because you're a cultist and you're very happy to be a cultist, and cultists are very resolveful, as you might imagine. So we're gonna be a lot higher than that on average, but generally that's sort of where we're gravitating. Is like at least 40 is what I would want to have. There are some characters here that have 40-ish and are still shit in resolve, and that's usually because they have other side effects. So for example, Bango over here is on... Well, he used to be on 40, then he got afraid, so now he's on 20. But even if he was on 40, he has Madness, so every single morale check, he randomly either gains 15 or loses 15 resolve. So, like, sometimes he just fucks up, even though his number is high, and sometimes he is fine. So, there is a bit of wiggle room here, but in general, from what I have heard, the go-to magic number-ish would be 40. So, is there anything I can pick here to make you not as fatigued at all fucking times? Probably not. You don't have Recuperate, you don't have Pathfinder either. Jesus. There's a skeleton here. I mean, this would help a little bit, I suppose. We could get Bloodbath. We still need to inflict a lot more bleeds to make that really viable, I reckon, but still, we could go for it. Oh, we gain Battle Flow. We do kill people on this character, so getting some of your stamina back or fatigue back that way might be worth... Let's try it. Let's see how much it actually pays off. I kinda doubt that it's gonna be good enough, but we may as well go for it. Do some learning today. Which we have definitely not done at all today, otherwise. Right, so we're at the point where we can have more mates, so let's check out the recruitment first. We have 2 cultists available. Let's try out Bon, who is not what we want in life, I think. You seem a bit shit, no offense. Then we have Reineke the Follower, who is very expensive per day. You are, however, fearless, and you have steady hands, and you are very interested in melee. You like not being shot, and you like resolve. Honestly, worth having a look at you. Here you are, very fine starting melee skill. So take this shit off. Not the... Holy morale, Batman. What the fuck? You do have Fortified Mind and Rally. You do not have Pole Arms back, of course, because... Why would we ever get the perfect Bannerman? You do have Inspire. Huh. Learning not allowed. How dare you? We learn a lot from Dav'Kul and about Dav'Kul, and about ourselves and our journey to meet Dav'Kul. We don't have a dedicated flailer. Like, theoretically, we're currently doing that with Soul, but I actually expect you for Cleaver Mastery, as in, like, for the Cat o' Nine Tails, mostly. So you could be a frontline Cleaver mate. Your health isn't exactly where I want it to be. Oh, you don't have Colossus either. But you do have Recuperation, which would help with the fatigue thing. How do we keep you alive? We could try making you some sort of initiative dodgy kind of guy. I think there are some perks for that. I'd have to actually read them, which I've mostly just skimmed over. There's Lithe here for medium armor. Yeah, we could make you a flailer. With this level of resolve, we definitely need to take advantage of the Cultist perk group, I think. This guy's level 1 and is at 70 resolve already. And here's our Bannerman, who's level 7, who has another plus 10 from the Sergeant's Sash. It is only at 80. This guy is going to be an absolute resolve creature. Maybe you should become the future Bannerman. Even without the polearm spec, this is just way too high of a number to not have. And then we'll figure out what we do with Norvix. Probably just give you some sort of spec here and try to make you work. You have decent numbers here in general, so maybe you could be the Cleaver guy. Like, you have Perfect Fit already, you have Dedication already, which is nice, you have Recover, which might not be super important. 9 lives is not the greatest, but it was kind of our Colossus replacement. Rally the Troops isn't going to do much, but Inspiring Presence is alright, because you're going to be fine in terms of resolve anyway. So not the greatest, but I think that's what we're going to do. So you're going to be some future Bannermate. Welcome aboard. Not sure what to do with you otherwise just yet. Let's see. You are going to get sacrificed, he says, and then not actually claim a sacrifice. Feel like you're messing with me there, mate. There's a Cultist, I do appreciate it. Speaking of Cultists, this guy is still here. Nah. I think I'll really focus on mostly just hiring Cultists further on. We have enough money to hire even the more expensive ones when we come across them. So I could buy a Billhook now. There's one right here. It's staring me in the eyes, and we have a guy that specifically wants this weapon. Look at this effectiveness against armor, it's so nice. Fuck it, here we go. Alright, Swordmaster. Get your weapon of choice. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Pretty good damage. And we have Hook. Not sure I'm going to be using those a lot. Chibble, Spiral, and Riposte will be cancelled. A route to target cannot be hooked. Oh yeah, so with Polearm Spec, this only costs 5 AP, so when we give him... Oh, we already gave him Pathfinder, so we can basically always move one tile, attack, and then move away again. Which is really nice. It makes Polearms very comfy. Do we have someone that wants this long axe for now? I guess we can give this to our future Bannerman, maybe. He doesn't have the greatest hit chance. This is okay armor. Do we have a good helmet put together already? Not really. I think this is probably as good as it's gonna get for now. Do need more hoods. There was a black market somewhere on this map, but I forgot where exactly it was. Let me check if everyone has a dagger on the front line now. You're still using a regular old knife. Let's change that. Oh, fuck it, let's just click on sorting, and then we'll manage the mess in a second. Here you go, Soul gets an upgrade. Yes, the cook can go here now, and you live over here. What else? That's my junk. I need to look at their junk. Don't take that out of context. You probably will anyway. Nothing here that I really want in the weapon thingy. Weapon store. We could buy some salt here and sell it elsewhere. Same with the dyes. Let's do that. How are the prices? They should be pretty good. Yeah, they're at 20, so that's good. Let's buy these. We need to do those for our ambition at some point, so may as well get started now. This is a shit item. This is a bad item. I did just sell my only militia thingy, but fuck it, that's fine. We have a bunch of scimitars here. I'll only keep one, we don't need the short sword. There you go. Baited into adding a quote. Played like a fiddle. Don't think we need 2 chains. I might want to keep 1 around, just in case we want to use one. I saw DK was using them and they seemed alright. Look at all these fucking teeth and shit. I really need to find a taxidermist. Alright, what are these quests? Air Walden, no thank you. Plate like a fiddle, how dare you. Implying I would do such a vile pun. Where is that? Did that say Al Haik? Did I read that correctly? Because that's pretty far. In Magnus, no. That's not great for us. If that was the southern town that's all the way in the east, then that would have been alright because we could have sailed there. But since that's not a thing, I don't think that's what we're gonna be doing. Let's go here and buy some amber, and then we'll sell that over in Wigstad. And we can spend the night out in the field, so hopefully Dav'Kul decides, hey, this is the day that I want Stefan at my side. Don't you want Stefan at your side? What's wrong with Stefan? He's right here waiting. Don't be mean, Dav'Kul. Please, your followers need you. I am so disappointed. Yeah, nobody likes Stefan. Oh yeah, I have all this junk still to sell. That's where the good stuff starts, yeah, okay, so we don't sell that. I guess I can sell the regular Gambeson. Right, they have disappearing villagers. Hey, here's a black market. Let's see if we can buy some hoods. There's one. Physician hood. Undertaker hat. Desperately the sort of stuff that I need. Antlers. A beret. Kinda want the beret, that's gonna look dumb. You can buy some snake oil, that's exactly what I want. Don't think I want anything else here. I mean, I would want some of these famed weapons. I'm not even gonna look at them though, because I will just be slightly sad. Right, so you do create Ember here. It's a bit expensive, but I think I'm just gonna say fuck it and buy it anyway. So we can sell it in the other town and start working on our ambition. It is a lot of money that we're spending on this, and we're not gonna earn nearly as much as it cost us, but how much we can do. Haunted by unearthly beasts, come at night with glowing red eyes and take lives at their whim. Most of our catalysts die here once there are no more than next to be torn apart. Is that Necro Savants? Or what is that? Or is it Greenskins? 860 is a lot of money. If that's Necro Savants, I'm very afraid. Well, let's find out, I guess. This is why I'm shocked that this campaign is still going, by the way. Like, I don't know, I have done so many things where I was like, yeah, fuck it, sure, let's try. I mean, I've also made some safe decisions here and there, but very frequently I've just been like, yeah, fuck it, we'll find out. It is just Nachteras. It is a large quantity of Nachteras, though, I must admit. Alright, do we need to change anything for Nachteras? I think what we'll actually do, for the first time in a long while, let's give you the Cat of Nine Tails, so you can start inflicting a bunch of bleed. Let's unequip this too, so you have a bit of extra stamina. While I'm not doing anything useful, let's quickly check out the crafting tent. Just so we can see the list of things that we could possibly make in theory. We can make Lionheart potions. So for one fight we get 20 resolve on someone, that's not super interesting. We can make Nachtera trophies, which are alright. They give extra resolve and reduce enemy resolve, so we should probably make those. Alp trophy necklace, 5% experience gain, that's definitely something we want. So let's make one of these. Let's queue up 2 of these. I think then we're done with those materials. It doesn't update in real time, which is a bit shameful. We need to have people actually crafting to make this happen. Who's training? What's bad at training? You're training, and you're bad at it. You're good at training. You're great at training. You can do this. You're good at training. You can do this. You can do this. Still gonna take 29 nights of crafting. What the fuck? How about we all just go a little bit more ham on those? Let's have a thorough night of crafting, how about that? Okay, it's actually going to take that long. That's kind of weird. The last couple times I've seen the game tell me, hey, this is going to take forever, it didn't actually take forever, and it just finished after a day or something. So this might actually take some time. I hope it doesn't eat our resources when we stop crafting. Like, interrupt it to move on. It really shouldn't, that would be very mean. But I guess we'll just learn that today. Stream of learning, as always. Alright, so that's a lot of Nautilus. Let's start by not shooting them in the head again. Can't quite reach the guy in the back. Never mind, with aim shot we can reach him and hit him as well. So we basically don't have a chance of hitting or killing this guy, I think. Because the medium ones are a bit too girthy. Is that a big one? Or is that a medium one as well? No, I think these are both medium ones. I think we're just going to once again let them come to us instead. Alright, here's a big one down there that has presented himself. Also, please, thank you. Broken nose. I'm not sure how much fatigue actually matters for these guys, so not be too happy about that. Just in case it doesn't do anything. Being happy when I have no reason to is obviously a crime. Can't wait to use this billhawk on someone and absolutely destroy them. It's gonna be fun. But no, I think we all just wait here. Maybe I should move Art one tile forward so he takes a bunch of the aggro. Everyone's very confident as well, it's quite nice. Alright, go on then. Not like that, just miss instead. Yeah, I wonder how you even managed to break their nose. I guess it's kind of like a boxer where they don't really have... That's what the dog is called, right? Where they don't really have much of a properly formed nose and causes them a lot of issues. Maybe we should feel really bad about Nazos. Maybe that's just a bunch of unfortunate breeding that has led these creatures down a path of not being very functional. Wrong dog variety, my bad. Pugs, wasn't it? Yeah, pugs, I think. Yes, thank you. Mate, please, 84, miss, 84, miss. Well, so we'll just start putting some damage into them. It gave a lot of them the fear. We can't reach any of the medium ones from here, so let's just hurt them a bit more. Also, what's wrong with you? Why do you keep missing? What happened here? Also, Cybot fucked up his spear wall. The hell? What's going on here? End this man so you can spear again. I think Nautiles are kind of cool. I like this concept for a fight. This whole, hey, you have to actually be careful when and where you bin them, rather than just killing them as they come. I think that's a neat way of mixing up a normal fight. Should I move forward one tile? No, we be patient. Let's actually be patient for a change of pace. Should I kill this thing with Spectacles? Sure. That brought you back to 0 stamina. That is fantastic, especially since you have Berserk. That was a good trait to pick. Good job, me. You sorted it. Oh, I need to switch these guys' positions. I want my tank to be on the outer side rather than my fairly feeble butcher. Yeah, I hear some dogs can be quite wild. Alright, I'm not gonna be able to do anything fancy here, so we'll just kill this thing. That guy's fleeing already, so we're doing well in that regard. I could... No, I can't move at all, my bad. Should we move Bango forward and just do an AoE? I really feel like just going in and killing them. Let's do that, fuck it. We've reached that point in the fight. Hot damn. Look at Bango. What a man. Don't we all want to be a bit like Bango when we grow up? Look at everyone fleeing. Soul shows up. Hello, I am here to flail you with my whip. Or my cat of nine tails. And everyone's like, oh fucking no, we are leaving. Goodbye. And I cannot blame them. Oh, I accidentally did the camera thing, so now I can't see Cybert anymore. Sorry, Cybert, didn't mean to diminish your accomplishments. Which so far aren't many, given that you fucked up the one thing you were doing. Alright, let's go in. I may have done this dumb. Oh well. It's probably fine. Babysitting the flocks of birds. Okay, I did not know that was a thing dogs could do. That's cool. Right. Whom should fish just take out of the game? Maybe this guy. Maybe this guy. Let's go here. Eh. At least they're fleeing. Hey, look at you. That's how you spearball Cyber. Just do that. If you do that, look at that guy. He jumps in from a mile away, instantly fucked. That's exactly what I want from you. Still not fleeing. Okay, this guy's fleeing though. They're all fucking fleeing. Look at these cowards. This guy's going in, but like all the small ones are out of here. Hey. Put my poor cook in danger. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Anyway, we bonk here. Does nothing. At least it looks pretty. Let's try to kill some of them before they leave. Good. Yeah, nice try trying to kill Ard. Do you want me to show again how swole Ard is and how terrible of an idea that is, Mr. Nazi? Because I can do that. I can read you the numbers that you don't understand, but you will fear anyway. You don't know why, but your brain will instinctively understand that those are too high numbers to be hit. I need to help out up here so this guy doesn't die. Let's go here. Okay, he's fleeing. Very good. And then we can fill this hole with our spearmate here. Nice. Cybot does him in. Daniel also gets to kill one. We can do the AoE bleed here, right? What was the AoE one again? Was it this one? Yeah, this is the triple bleed. Let's do 2 of those, because why not? Make them all bleed. Bleed! Let's undo this thing. There we go. Yeah, look at that! That eats your entire stamina bar. That's so cool. You're actually functional again. We fixed you. All you needed was some motivation to bin more people in one go. I don't disapprove of your Dota playing habits. I'm just pointing out that when you're complaining about the game, maybe you should take a break from the game. I mean, he's been binning without lungs, which is honestly very impressive. Like, you've been a very, very strong character in this company, even without having lungs, which shouldn't be physically possible, but you made it happen somehow. So I'm really not complaining. I think you've been doing just fine, all things considered. God damn, you actually shot the backline. I was aiming at that guy to hit these two, but that works out as well, I suppose. Can't mess around with Fisk, they just actually shoot everyone. Big up comes to Cube on here and my good friends on Discord as he finds a match. First game of the day, like one of his first games back to Dota with the new patch. After 5 minutes he's screaming. Sounds good. I mean, especially after a new patch comes out, that's always... Look at that! We move a tiny bit... All my body is empty, can't move. Like, goddamn. But yeah, getting upset that quickly at a new patch is probably somewhere in record speed territory, isn't it? I mean, even for Dota players, that is pretty rough. Screaming, speedrun any percent. Let's run here, I guess. Hello, Bango, my old friend. You've come to demo night again. Oh yeah, you can't actually complain about the fact that I gave you a two-handed sword. I only just had that click in my brain. I was always like, man, he's gonna be upset that I gave him such a generic weapon like a two-handed sword. He's probably the kind of guy that really wants something fancy and unusual. Like, oh, look at me using this hipster, I don't know, I tied two axes together with a fucking chain and I swing it with my foot or something. Like, that's the kind of guy that he is, I think. But, like, I gave him a two-handed sword and I was like, man, I kind of feel bad about that. He's probably not very happy. And then I realized that he's a demo main now, who's demo knighting 24/7, so he can't really complain about me giving him a two-handed sword at this point. I don't think he was gonna complain anyway, but just train of thought that I had. Can you hit that from here? Nice. You could, you just didn't. 95% chance we missed those, why not? Those games are mostly to be played with friends? Yeah, I mean, you can also play them solo in theory. Yeah, I mean, that just sounds like fairly generic, toxic, I play too much Dota sort of behavior. Not surprised to hear that at all. Okay, so we created one of these things. We got one Alp Trophy necklace, so the other things should still hopefully be in the crafting queue, if I understand this correctly. Alright, there's a noble contract available now. Let's see if this updated. I don't think we spent a night, did we? No. The petrified scream right there. Cute. Demonic statue. Need to track down who killed them, or who stole them and kill them. You know what? Sure, let's do some more basic bitch quests. Why not? Let's hang out here, be more friendly with this town. They sell a lot of tools for very cheap. These are also trading goods, aren't they? Let's buy all of these, as long as I have room, which I no longer have, I reckon, but still. What junk can I still sell? We can still sell all of these. I wanted to get rid of this. Rest is fine, don't need quite as many quivers. I don't know why we keep finding so many fucking quivers, it's actually insane. Oh, these javelins are interesting, because a javelin stack with 3 out of 5 javelins is selling for as much as a stack of 4 out of 5 javelins. You can see it here on the throwing axis. The 3 out of 5 stacks cost as much as the 5 out of 5 stacks, so I need to pay attention to that if I want to min-max that ever so slightly. I hope we're kind of out of the area where we do need to min-max that so slightly, ever so slightly, or even thoroughly, but still. Something to pay attention to, I suppose. I should probably sell some of these. There. I sold some. Feel like I have accomplished my obligation there. Thieves, my lord. Oh no, please tell me they didn't go that far. Okay, they're not that far. It is dusk. What? Oh, hey, this is actually a fight. Let's see. A few thugs, a few poachers, many raiders, a leader, a wardog, a butcher, a minstrel, a miner, and a squire. So, not that much ranged at all. A few poachers, which is basically nothing. It's not literally nothing, but it's not that bad at all. So I ideally want to fight them not at night. Okay, well, it just ticked overnight. Well, GG's. I would not enjoy hanging out or playing with a guy like that. It seems incredibly tedious to micromanage. I've had way more than my fill of people like that. I've always found that super confusing. Like, it's pretty common for people to be this way, because to a certain extent, like, pros play like that and whatever, and they talk like that, so they copy that. And I sort of get why they do that. I'm not saying it's good, but I sort of get where that mentality is coming from, because it's the sort of game where you are very heavily dependent on your teammates. So if they do stupid shit, you might be stuck in a game that might take you like half an hour to an hour of your time, and you're not gonna have any fun, you're gonna be sitting there and having a shit time. So it's understandable that people are pretty heavily invested into that sort of shit and be like, oh yeah, we need to pick the good stuff rather than the bad stuff. But I think a lot of time, at least in my experience, those sort of people are the people that will not look at their own gameplay and their own improvement. They're not playing to get better at the game. They're playing to watch the number go up, and if they see their teammate pick something that doesn't help them get their number go up, then they get immediately upset. And I think that's just simply the wrong mentality. Maybe that's just me being too much like, lol, fighting games, XD, need to improve, blah blah, whatever. But like, the sort of attitude of like, focusing too much on the arbitrary number going up rather than focusing on actually getting better at the game, and you can do that even in games where you're sort of outpick and shit. It's just very... I don't know, it's very dumb, in my opinion, and absolutely the wrong way of going about it. Yeah, I mean... many people do want a bigger number. In some area of life or another. Alright, you're the... oh no, you're the leader. That's a plate body or something, right? Like, goddamn. And a very spooky looking hammer. That's gonna break all of my armor very quickly. I'm not gonna be happy dealing with that. Raider... oh, you're the squire. That's not a good weapon. I can deal with that. That's not a billhook, but it's still slightly scary. Let's try to finish this guy off. Very fine shooting fish. Let's just shoot in here and see if we can cause some damage. But yeah, I've always found this attitude of like, I need everyone to pick the best shit so that I can win so that my number goes up pretty stupid. I've always seen it as like a thing where you just play and you try to your best to become good at the game, and if you're good at the game, your number will automatically go up over time. Like, improving will make that number go up way better than if you try to... what the fuck? Stop drumming. Who was that? It was you, wasn't it? No. Someone over here did some rallying bullshit. I will not have this. It's not mentioned in the combat log. Oh well. Let's get our wrestling man ready to have a tussle with that guy. Can go up here and bother this guy a bit. Soul needs to go somewhere. You can't reach that square, unfortunately. If only you got to act after Spectacles here, that would be so nice. Because then you could take this slot, which is about to be free, I'm pretty sure. I guess we can move you here. And then Bango goes here and starts fighting there. Sure, that seems fine. That guy is not happy. Can't blame him. Look at the 4 bleeds inflicted with 1 whip. God damn, Soul. Fucking love that. You didn't kill him! Spectacles, why? Oh well. So this guy's fleeing, which means he's basically just blocking for his team, like blocking his team from attacking us, which is very nice for me. Quite alright with it. Oi! Stop splitting my shield! Those are not very expensive, never mind, I take that back. Feel free to fuck around with my shield. I used to be pretty quick with muting people as well. The moment someone was like particularly negative or started flaming, regardless of if it was flaming me or not, like just the moment people are starting to be like negative and not very helpful, I was just always very quick to say fuck you and mute them. Or well, not say fuck you, but like just mute them and get that out of my system. Get that out of my side. I think just being shitty in voice chat is or text chat as well, obviously, is just one of the dumbest things you can do. It's a fucking 94%! Whipsit, you've been whipping your entire life. Could you maybe connect on some of those plays? But yeah, I think it's one of the easiest ways to make you lose more games is making your teams tilt for, like your teammates tilt for no reason whatsoever. Like, why do that? I know why, because you're venting, but like, don't vent in a way that makes you lose, because then you're even more unhappy. It's just... I don't know. Obviously that's easy to say, because it's just a thing where people don't really are in control of their emotions. They're not choosing to do that sort of shit, they're just doing that sort of shit because they can't control themselves, but... it's just very silly. Yeah, there must be off-screen here, like there's a guy we haven't seen yet. There must be a minstrel or something sitting here and just drumming away, having a fun time. I cannot allow that. I'd like to get through you. Maybe we can have a backliner kill this guy for us, so we can attach the big man here. Did I say attach or attack? I hope I didn't say attach. Oh well. We can, I mean, it's not actually wrong, because our grappler would attach himself to the big man, so let's go with attach in this case. I meant to say that, by the way. It was all part of the plan. Stop the squire, he's probably kind of annoying. Stop the squire, the hit sequel to the hit video game. Slay the spire. Taunt him, so he's not doing anything too bad. Soul is squatting here, we can't see them, but there they are. You know what, take the double kill, Bango, go for it. Tempted to just be a baller and move to this tile anyway. Thank you, because now you're lined up here. So we whoop whoop whoop, and the next turn you can man-split right there and end every creature in the game, and I'm very pleased to get to watch that happen live and on stream. Come on, 83% please. I think we can try the double bleed here actually. Because we don't really get to bleed our own teammates that way. We could try for the disarm here as well. Nice, we got it. It's gonna help keep Spectacles alive for a change. There's a pretty good chance that if we do kill this guy, we get to swing again for extra damage onto this guy. Our first swing is gonna do double damage though, so I should probably not waste that. Hot damn, you would have one-shot him without 9 lives. Actually, no, never mind, he's alive. He's fine. His 9 lives didn't actually trigger from that. You just disarmed, yes. You disarmed his entire body and his HP bar. It's just all gone. I am pretty impressed, I must say. Alright, Bango, we've been training you for this. Nice. Right, we stab the leader, that should be it. Yep, goodbye that guy. And the rest should not be long for this world either. Let's throw out this guy, so we don't have to move. Nice, we actually hit one. He leaves, I reckon. He did not leave, he rotates himself in there. You absolute creature. I love watching the AI use rotate. It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. It's so funny how absolutely stupid they are at using it. Like, oh, this guy who is healthy and should not be in front. I am going to the front right now. This is me right here. Look at me go. Like, I fucking take him right here. I'm the bowman. I go in and I take them. Watch me. Then he goes in and he doesn't take us for some fucking reason because he's just a bowman. But he's in. He rotated in. He wanted this. He chose this life for, well, this death for himself, I guess. Absolute champion. This Squire is not falling in terms of morale. He is just fine. What a guy. Fine kill there. What triggered there when you killed him? Do you have a perk that triggers on kill? Oh no, it was Executioner because the guy was pre-injured, I think. Yeah, fucking let me at him, he says, dying. Not the best choice, but it was his choice. And that's what mattered to him, I guess. Yeah, the Squire, he is on a pixel. Everything is falling apart. Everyone's dead. He's like, nope, I got this. This is fine. It's nothing I haven't seen before in training. Anything's better than going back to my lord. Hate that guy. Schmack. He actually almost got away, I think. Maybe not. Anyway, goodbye, guy. Get out of there, interface. I want to see. Whip, whip. I think that's all of them. Yep, the minstrel is running away. Oh well. We never even saw him. Unknown bard in the background, playing the music. You must whip it. Alright. Bunch of ding-dings, bunch of loot that I can't carry. Oh, yeah, exactly can carry this. On the dot, 148. Look at that. Mystery board. Alright, we didn't really get anything particularly fancy. We got this armor here. The basic mail shirt is alright. Leather lamella armor is also alright. Butcher's apron can go away. Decent backline weapon, if we didn't have anything better. Another falchion. I think we just sell all of this, really. Anyway, ding-dings. We have our cook has a ding-ding. We have our cook has a ding-ding. Yes, that is England right there, on stream, live, witnessed by all. You are going to be the nimble man, so that is not a problem. Do we try to make you a frontline cleaver guy? That is the question. You do have Colossus. I could maybe save this perk point until you maybe get Cultisted. Become part of the cult. And then we can give you the I don't die anymore spec point right here. Or we give you recuperation right now, which gives you 2 points of fatigue every turn. Brings you up from 15 to 17. I think I'd rather wait for the Cultist perk to show up, maybe. I have faith in Dav'Kul. Fisk dings once more. Your resolve is absolutely miserable. Like, I don't mean this as an insult, but hot damn, you are a massive coward. Like, impressively coward. Possibly the most coward in this company, and I'm not even joking. I'd wish to be able to fix that, but you just keep rolling poorly there. Get a brother to 90 range skill. The new Steam notification for that does it all again. We are now ready to hear this, or we have heard this now, we know this now. Very fine. What else do we give you? We could give you Bullseye, but I'm not a fan of that perk, really. Give you Anticipation so you don't get shot. Probably not necessary, though. Favorite enemy goblins. Base bonus to melee skill, range skill, maximum damage for fighting goblins. I wonder if this is a good idea. Like, this is gonna sound stupid, but I think goblins are one of those fights where you really might want archery. I don't think a perk like Double Strike really helps, because archers miss a lot. And I'm saying that even though, like, Fish has been sitting on a lot of 95% chance to hits, but let's say you fire twice and like, oh, the first hit hits, so obviously the second hit does 20% extra damage, isn't that awesome? But then you hit a tree and it's like, okay, cool, the bonus is gone. Like, I don't know if it's really worth clicking on this. That being said, that is probably the only perk that we can click on that straight up increases your damage. I don't think Muscularity works for range damage, and I don't think the bonus would be high enough anyway to make that really work. Perfect Focus is not that important, I don't think. Killing Frenzy. It does last 2 turns, and you do get kills here and there. You know what? Fuck it, have Killing Frenzy. Why not? Right, this is going to bait me for the rest of the campaign, because this guy will be sitting on a skill point for a while. So I'll keep clicking on him like, oh yeah, we get to level him up, oh nice, isn't that lovely, it's great, isn't it? And then, no, it's not great, it does nothing. He's not actually leveled up. I just get fooled again. Let's click on HP here. 4 HP is a nice roll. I don't want you to die, so probably alright. I'm tempted to click on Lacerate here, because the spear is pretty good at hitting, even though the damage isn't massive usually. So giving every single attack a bleed would be quite useful, especially given that we have this perk. Well, you don't have access to the perk, but some of our characters have access to the perk that gives us extra resolve and fatigue for every bleeding enemy, so I think this would be nice, especially if that combines with Spear Wall, which it should, in my opinion. So that could be alright. Future Bannerman. I want kind of all of these rolls. Fuck. Those are some very good rolls. I think you rolled max on everything. Oh no, wait, not on Resolve. That's pretty bad, but like everything else is max, I think. I think I'll give you these two. I'm not gonna get many chances to pick Maximum Fatigue here. So I either click on Resolve because you're Bannerman, or I click on Melee Skill so you can be a little bit more helpful at stabbing people, which is going to be a bit of an issue. Or we click on Range Defense to keep you alive. I mean, I did give you hit points, so maybe not Range Defense. I mean, you're probably gonna roll better in the future here, so maybe taking... I mean, we're gonna get 3 here every single time. Maybe I just keep clicking on Resolve every time, because you are a Bannerman, so getting max Resolve is important. So I think I'm just going to do that. And we're clicking on Student here, so you level up a little bit more quickly, and then we eventually get the perk point refund if we live long enough. So I think that's what we're gonna do here. Alright, let's head home. Hey, nighttime, wanna maybe Dav'Kul someone? Wanna do a sacrifice? It's only 66 days, by the way. Don't you wanna maybe do something with that? Like, hey, be culty, sacrifice people? No? Okay, guess not. It's been 30 days since the last sacrifice. You guys are slacking. Stop being shit. Anyway, any new recruits available? No, I think those are the same as before. What have we here? Peasants are badgering me again. They say there are goblins camping at a place called Zulambaks, northeast of Dontal. That's a lot of money. Sure, fuck it, we fight goblins, why not? So, Dawntal is a little bit further away, so I have to actually get there. That's over here. And the place we're going is all the way over there. Okay, so let's head over here and buy some food, because we do need provisions. Still very cheap tools here. Probably gonna buy some more of those. Oh, we're full on inventory, right. Oh, I need to sell my junk, I forgot. Let's sell this stuff. I did click on sword, didn't I? Yeah, that's not great. We have another hood that we should attach to someone. Don't need this flail, don't need the boar spear since we have the fighting spear. Regular sword. Bad falchion, this goes away, all of this junk can go. Do I want to keep the hook blade around? We have enough to range weapons, I think we don't keep the hook blade around. And I think I'm also not gonna keep the mallet around. Kinda making up my mind on that. Get rid of all these shields. Having spare shields is actually not that bad of an idea, because if they break your shield in combat, it is actually broken. So it does actually disappear. Which is unfortunate. Pretty cheap medicine here. Let's click on 2 stacks of those. There are some drums here. Don't really have a minstrel or something like that. Yeah, let's just buy some more food and then let's get on the way. I need to stop by a trading town, so let's maybe pass by Wigstadt. So we can sell the trade goods that we bought. I think I'm gonna stop soon as well. It's been over 3 hours again. I am still flabbergasted at this company just doing just fine. Like, we are doing absolutely fine, and I'm not used to this experience. Right, a lot of people available. Let's see if anyone is new. We have Raymond here as a retired soldier. There's a militia guy. Bernard Auton. I am kinda interested in the idea of hiring a monk and trying to convert him into a cultist. That's pretty appealing to me on a fundamental level. To get this gar. If that's a pun, I don't see how it is, my bad. I don't want... I'm not gonna click on the monk. I really want to, though. I think it would be hilarious, but let's not do that. Right, we sell shit. You are not interested in seashells. Well, too bad. We're selling them anyway. We're selling all of this junk. Even the junk that you make yourself. There we go. Ambition progressed. And then we buy the stuff that you make. And then we sell that elsewhere. Aha. Business. That's how that works. I think. Maybe. We don't need these raw gambesons. We don't need this many quivers, as always. I wish you could set a limit, like, oh, I only want 4 of these, or I only want 3 of these, and that sort of shit. It'll be alright, like auto-sell at certain intervals. Or at certain breakpoints. Anything we want to do? We could train our men here. It's probably not worth it. Although, maybe the future bannerman. What does this do again? 20% experience for 5 battles, or 35 for 3 battles, or 50 for 1 battle. Let's take the long-term one. Why not? I see. I thought you were making some sort of abstract pun. I would not even have been surprised. Right, well, let's click over onto Dorntal and watch as we go our merry way. We'll probably need to camp for some supplies somewhere in the middle. Maybe around nighttime. Let's camp out here. What are we doing? We're crafting, right? I need one guy to be on the lookout, I think, so... Let's have you stop gathering for a moment, and instead you're scouting now. Enjoy. Okay, we're definitely still crafting this shit. Not going that poorly either. The ocean is a beast, aye, and the skies above its master, the winds its leash, and we the men, we mend the fleas. Norvix the bannerful gets eager. Okay, sure, sounds fishy to me, I agree. Right, let's finish this crafting queue, so we don't have to think about that anymore. There we go. Right, we got a bit of experience on some guy, we got some food, we got 2 Nazira trophies, and that's all we had in the crafting queue, I think. So, who wants some of these trophies? Let's give Bango one, because he's kinda all over the place with resolve. God damn. What on guy. And then we'll give one to Soul, I reckon. Here you go. Look at your resolve. Oh, you already had one, my bad. I was going to say look at your resolve, but I still will say look at your resolve. Let's give one to good old Art here, since we will toss you into the fray. And then we have this Alp trophy necklace for some extra experience gain, which goes to our bannermate, or future bannermate. Look at this awful looking thing, like that looks vile, as in like, it looks horrifying, not like it looks bad, but like goddamn. Anyway, didn't we want a hood on someone? Is there someone here that needs a hood, that doesn't have one yet? I think we have hoods on all the men that need them. There's a hood in there, isn't there? Oh, you have the leather hood, yeah. Bango doesn't need one, you don't need one, Cook doesn't need one yet. Yeah, okay, we're kind of good on hoods for now. Let's put this over here then. Wait, these are bad. Why did I keep these? Whoops. Yeah, this is really bad. Why did I do that? I'm fucking terrible. If anything, we need to upgrade that helmet. This is the helmet to do it with. Well, I guess this leather hood is now also officially a good helmet. For our newly set, very low standards. Recycle these two. We keep the nasal helm. I must have gotten rid of too many of my coifs. Right, off we go. Straight over to Dorntal. I'm sure nothing weird is gonna happen on the way. Look at you guys go, fighting in that arena. Weirdos. Alright, night time, Dav'Kul, my friend. Would you maybe kindly be so nice as to take this opportunity out in the field? Look, we're in the forest too. No one will know. Everyone will know. It will be the best of things. Nope, never mind. Right, so last town before Wilderness. They have ambushed trade routes. They have abducted children, not ambushed children. That's not quite the same, is it? But however, they have cultists available. Look at that. We have two people here. We have Svanhild, massively cheap, blind as fuck, but quick, likes not getting hit, likes stamina, and likes health. Do you have anything helpful here? You could be a staff guy, I guess. If you roll high enough, on stamina especially. Because you seem to have the staff set of perks. Scourging Meek, True Believer... Don't immediately see anything super interested. Let's have a look at Monday first. Why are you named Monday? What's wrong with you? Well, you're named Monday because you're determined but blind. You love melee, you like initiative, and you like health. Honestly, welcome aboard. We have hired Monday. Well then, you're certainly some sort of creature. And that is a compliment in this company. Bit shit in stamina, but you do like hitting things a lot. A lot of range defense as well. We might be able to give you some sort of two-handed weapon. Maybe you'll be our cleaver mate eventually. I was kind of expecting the cook to maybe do that eventually, but look, he's already like only on 59 with having level 4 already. Whereas you have your whole life ahead of you. There's Nimble as well. We have Colossus. Yeah, let's assume that that's what we do. So you get Colossus. I think you want dedication since you have 62 resolve. Sure. Here, have this hat. Or this hat. This hat is better. Here, have this hat. And then you need some armor. Can you wear this without dying? Not really. How about... Okay, how heavy is this? 34. That's a bit high, isn't it? Let's try the 38. Maybe we give you a sweet 15? 13, 20. How about 20? 20 looks alright, sure. Let's do 20. And then you get this. And you get melee skill, look at that, beautiful. I could give you... Like, we desperately need more stamina. That's your one major weakness, I must say. Is your complete disinterest in stamina. I think we can ignore the defenses, maybe, and just pump into stamina, because the high resolve will make you not be very hit. Yeah, this brings you to 5, at least. Isn't that a low roll for a 3-star? Don't you get more, usually? I don't know, maybe not. You do not like stamina, and I am not happy. I'll click on the range or on the melee defense this time because it was a 3. And I do need a little bit more of that as well. Alright. Well, we have Monday. Monday's alright. Okay. Don't really need anything else here, I don't think. We have another Siegfried for sale. Svanhild. Should we try you out as well? I mean, you're so cheap, I should click on you just to see if you're any good. What are you like? That is rather bad overall. Yeah, I'm sorry to say Svanhild, but for a guy that gets 10 melee skill for free by joining a cultist company, that's not very impressive. I think we're just gonna let you go. Goodbye. Alright, so we have a little bit more junk to sell before we go out in the wilderness. I do need more inventory capacity, so that makes sense. Let's sell here. I think this counts for the progress anyway, even though it's a bit stupid. Let's click on sort so I can find the garbage items and get rid of them. These two go away, this goes away. Both of these go away. Not that they're garbage, but you know. This can go away. Don't need that thing. Kinda don't need the pitchfork either, although this might be good for a farmer kind of guy. Let's keep it around, why not? Our cargo capacity also increases as we level up, it seems, which is nice. As we get more mates, maybe. Alright, we need food, so let's buy some of the food that they have available here. Not the greatest prices, but we make do. You have some contracts here, but I'm not really interested in any of them. Alright, so let's go over here and get killed by greenskins, and then we'll call it a stream. What have we here? We have Ramshackle Cottage, a plethora of brigand thugs, and a singular brigand poacher. You know, maybe on the way back. Zulin Bucks. What a place. Many ambushers, lots of skirmishers. This might be one of those where we go in at night. For us begins at night, begins at night. I feel like we're not using the bestest of weapons, but really that's just not true. I think we're doing the best we can. Is there a better flail for a dork at some point, maybe? That would be alright. Like a better 2-tile, 200 flail. It would probably be really good to have. Anything we want to change? Not really. Well, let's just not die. Oh fuck, wait, no, fall back. I wanted to camp until nighttime. Let's camp right on top of the goblins. This is normal. This is optimal strategy right here. Here we go. Basically spawn camp them. Hey, that's a lot of line of sight blockage. Very goblins. I agree, mates. Okay, so the main thing I can do here to fuck this up horribly is I can move my front line forwards and then not have my back line be in cover. I think this is the easiest way for us to fuck up a fight like this. So as long as I don't do that, we're probably going to be okay. We've fought more goblins and stronger goblins before. Not sure about the more goblins, but we've definitely fought stronger goblins before. And there's more of us now than there were previously, so we might be able to do this, as long as I don't fuck up horrendously. Which is always a possibility, and especially with them having like poison arrows and poison weapons in general and shit, that's a thing that can happen. See, I would like to move him forward, so I can move my front line here. But if I do that, he's going to be exposed and just get shot to shit, because there's still a lot of characters that need to act here. You could, in theory, hit these, but the chances are not very high. Yes, good shot. We show them our range superiority. Okay, same shit really. I think I'll just sit here one more turn. Ranged mate number 2 hasn't acted yet, so I can't skip everyone. Need to manually skip through them until that has happened. Actually, he's probably not in range to shoot anyone anyway. Like, I don't think there's gonna be anyone in line of sight. Also, I accidentally skipped this turn already anyway, so whoops. Ow. They shoot Bango. Now Bango does double damage on his next attack. Not sure if great idea, Mr. Goblin. So we once again have to wait here for a long ass time. Are they actually not going to approach us, huh? That's weird. Maybe they're planning to take advantage of the trees, where it's safe. Aw. Well. Let's do some slinging. I'll wait this turn, and then if they still don't really approach, I'm going to have to approach by myself. Yeah, I think they're just defending their ranged mates mostly. Which surprises me, because a lot of their ranged mates aren't even active just yet. Okay, I think this is go time. I think the ones that all just had to, or already got an action, were all of the ranged characters, so I'm gonna step forward here. I think it's mostly the melee guys here in that clump of people. Yeah, okay, so let's go here. And spear walls, very excitedly. We're gonna take this slow and methodical. Which, I mean, fuck, I'll have to move my club-footed, maimed-footed guy at some point. Poor guy. Poor that guy. Oh yeah, I need a new shield for Harold. Did I give you shields back? No, you didn't have shields back, did you? Yeah, okay, so that doesn't actually change anything. Not gonna waste all your stamina on a spear wall, that's not gonna do anything. Okay, there are a lot of creatures up here. Kinda wanna just go for this. I think Sabot can handle this. Especially with some whoop 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 whoop. I think I want Bango to go through here and cleave them as they line up. Or maybe up here, actually. Yeah, you're gonna have some cover from the bush here as well. I bring the other tank over here. Spectates is not gonna get into range. See, if we do this, you're at 34, which means you're gonna be at 29 next turn, so you can step one tile and then not do AoE. So let's not do that instead of doing that. Right, let's start stabbing this ranged guy. Very good job. He was not pleased by that. At least he sounded displeased. I don't speak Goblin, but that sounded to me like the noise of someone that was not very happy with the result. Goblin speech must be very interesting, given the noises that they make. I guess they do speak, don't they? Otherwise they'd be, like, it's weird for them to all hang out together and do things together without communicating. Maybe they're fucking... whatchamacallit? Teleconigel. Let's go here so we can actually shoot once this turn. 57% chance to kill the skirmisher. Very fine. Okay, you're both trapped, which is not great. You wait for now. I find it pretty funny that our current bannerman has such high initiative. That could in theory be useful in the long run. Because that kind of suggests that if you do get into a fight where you need to bue a lot to keep people moraled up, you do get to do that early in the turn before they start panicking and start doing something stupid. So that is actually a pretty good thing for a very nice dog. I think that's actually a pretty good thing for a bannerman to have. Not crucial, but nice. Okay, time for Monday to show what they're about. They're about killing goblins, and I am here for it. That is exactly what we need you to do. How about you free your friend over here? Of course I would. All trapped in a web. Web of shite. Punch goblins. That's what we do here. They haven't really engaged up north yet. I'm gonna wait here for now. Maybe they'll come into range. And then we can maybe attack one. Gonna wait here a little bit longer. Bango can step forth and maybe take a double here. That is exactly what Bango does. Sure, he's in. Look at him go. He felt 2 steps forward. Goes for it again. Speaking of stepping forward, hey Ard, would you like to tank 15 men? Yes, please. That's the sort of confidence that I need in a guy. Man can't even shoot, he's flabbergasted. Yeah, nice job trying to get through this guy. Good luck. That's all I can say. I think standing here is good. I think these palisades are going to cover me well enough. I'm not sure if that's actually true, but that's at least how I think about the map. I hope that is how that works. Aw, nice miss. Okay, they're still not engaging up here, but we have engaged, so may as well. Can you reach that? I can't really tell. No, you go here, don't you? How about you go here then, instead? Oh, you got stuck on this guy. Make him bleed, thank you. Let's have the cook go here. Ooh, nice. Did not expect you to do that, okay? Bango lets no man escape. Bango does not fuck around whatsoever. He is here to slice him, and slice him he does. What a throne. Man is not afraid to shoot his mate in the back. Understandable, really, it's just a goblin. Nice shooting fish. Very nice. We are absolutely rolling them. I spoke this before the end of the fight, which may have been a very bad idea, but I guess we'll find out soon, won't we? Right, let's spend your entire turn moving a grand total of 3 tiles. Probably never moving again for the rest of your life. Aw, unfortunate miss. No bleed on that thing. Let's choke you out a bit. Did you just get a fractured skull from being choked? I guess you're a tiny little goblin. And I'm some big fucking dude that has wrestled Nazis. But still, it's pretty funny. Lol chaos, man. Although really the majority of these people up here were all claimed by Bango. They had Bango's name on them. And a 1, and a 2. And a 3, and a 4. He says, wow, and I agree. Probably roughly what I'd say if I was that goblin in particular. Yeah, you know what, have a break up there. Alright. Yeah, Bango just fucking went for more than just a quad kill. He is just fucking doing them. All of them. Okay, I think one guy will get away. I think we'll get literally everyone else. But for a group of goblins, there's a very good quota of not letting people get away. They are very quick to leave if they want to. Fish shows ranged mate number 2 how to move across the battlefield. Ranged mate number 2 is like, fuck me, I wish I had legs. Then he realizes he didn't have legs to begin with, and suddenly has an existential crisis. Then he becomes a cultist. At least that's my headcanon. You become cultist when you realize that all your life you haven't had legs. And yet you still moved around somehow. Can't reach that thing anyway. May as well stand here. This guy is not very displeased. Let's end that. Yeah. None of this happiness thing. Hey, it's the fish cube. Oh god, someone blocked you, Spectacles. How do you feel about that? Will you accept this? I don't think you will. Although you probably don't get to have a say in the matter, because I feel like, never mind, Cybot didn't quite end this man. There are still 2 around somewhere. Where's the other guy? I only see this guy. Is the other guy not fleeing? I thought they're fleeing. I think he's fleeing, yeah. It's over. You feel tired about it. Not wrong. Well, that was an absolute bloodbath. These guys did not pose a threat, and we have to be careful with equipment load here, or not equipment load, but like inventory slots. We are barely managing to hold all of this junk. It was a good fight. Right, let's do a ding ding or 2. Harold over here does a ding. Good rolls all around, cannot complain whatsoever. Enjoy being alive some more. Right, so what do we do with you? For a tank, what should we give you? Unlocks the return favor skill, which when active has a 75% chance to stun and stagger any opponent, missing a melee attack against this character in retaliation. So I have to actively activate it before that does something. Not sure that's a good idea. Spend less fatigue on skills for each point of resolve over 60. Interesting. Cool perk. Oh, you have Battle Forged and Brawny. I guess that's how we keep you alive long term. So I should probably click on that. One of these 2. Let's start with Brawny. It's kind of the less brainiative perk to click on. I should definitely have started with the other one. But anyway. Mystery meat, fuck yeah. We're into this. Right, Dork, let's see. Good melee attack roll, we take that, we take those. So, stamina or resolve? I think we take stamina here. That's a large number of stamina. Was that a 4 in range defense? Yeah. We took HP, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Right, so what do we do here with you? What can we do to make you even more... Well, we need to give you a better weapon, that's really what we do. The number 1 thing for us to do. We might click on this every hit inflicts bleeding skill. I do like that skill. Could also give you feint, actually. That could be useful long term. Reduces fatigue cost of missed attacks and makes the enemy weaker when you miss. It gives them less melee defense. That seems alright as well. I kind of want this perk on everyone eventually, maybe. Just give everyone the ability to inflict bleeding when they don't kill shit. But I do want Dork to kill shit, really, so maybe we just go feint. Then we have our unarmed mate. Not the greatest melee skill roll. Good resolve roll though, we take that. I think we can't really avoid clicking on stamina whenever we have the opportunity. So what do we do with you? You have access to this tier. You could be a nimble guy. Is 78 enough hit points for that? I'd like you to have underdog as well, maybe. I do kind of throw you into the deep end a lot of the time. It's funny that we have both Brawny Nimble as well, Brawny Battleforged as well as Nimble available. This guy just has every choice in the game. I feel like Nimble might be better in the sense that it might be able to allow us to do more like grappling shit, because again, I think the hit chance for that scales with your how much more stamina you have than the other guy. Inflicts damage depending on the difference with fatigue between you and the target. Damage is based on the difference between fatigue. Deals 50% damage as grappled or choked enemies. So we do definitely want to start with this. Yeah, not sure. I feel like giving you Nimble is just so weird because you have such a high amount of stamina already. Like, you can wear all this heavy armor and you don't even have Brawny yet. We could give you Brawny and Battle Forge and that would be fine. But I think it's wiser to go Nimble, but your HP pool isn't massive, so I'm just kind of torn, as you might be able to tell. I'd have to also change your equipment if we click on Nimble, and I'm actually very, very lazy, as you might have noticed, so that is a pretty good argument for me to not go Nimble and instead go Battle Forged. Let's do Battle Forged, fuck it. Maybe not the greatest argument, but, like, I don't know, man. Hot damn, those are some good rolls here again. I guess we'll take the melee skill this time. I think we took it last time as well, didn't we? But yeah, this is pretty good for you, and then we take Fortified Mind. And then once we have Rally, we may as well give you the banner. Correct, maybe? You do have Inspiring Presence, which doesn't really do anything if you don't have a battle standard, I think. So should we really switch over that quickly? Maybe we'll just have you sit here and soak XP for a long ass time before you're actually good enough to do anything useful. Well, we'll find out, I guess. Let's head back. What's this again? The Oracle. Alright. Oh boy! We finally have our sacrifice, and we get, unfortunately, a little bit screwed here. We have to choose, not Stefan, unfortunately. I don't know why. He's our lowest level. That is so mean. Actually, he's tied in lowest level with our future Bannerman, but, like, what the fuck? Oh well, so I have to send one of you guys to Dav'Kul, either the cook or the Bannerman. I think we're done with the cook, right? We got the upgrade, and I don't think the upgrade disappears if we get rid of our cook, and he's also pretty bad in terms of stats. The future Bannerman is a guy full of potential, so I think we'll send the cook over to Dav'Kul. Okay, so Casmango is very happy. Dork is now a zealot, so you dinged a little bit in that level. Fisk is disgruntled. Stefan the sacrifice gets angry. Oh no, not Stefan. I'm gonna fucking fire Stefan. Hate that guy. Norbert is now a fanatic. Ardenian is a fanatic. Harold is a fanatic. So that's going alright. Siegfried gets disgruntled. So we need to make Fish and Siegfried a little bit happy, and then Stefan we just fire. Fuck the guy. After a brief headcount, you realize the company is a little smaller than before. Checking the roll call, you can make out a missing character by here the cook. Oh, his equipment lies abandoned in the camp, suddenly awaiting the return of their master. There comes a question of who will fill the role he had in the company. For now, his loss will cause a few problems and camp and tasks go uncompleted. Finding a suitable candidate for the task at hand will allow the Dav'Kultist to return to a sense of normalcy and hopefully not cause any more problems with your employers. Oh, I see. So it doesn't work that way. It actually disables the thing while I am... well, I don't have a guy around, I reckon. I suppose that's what that means. They weren't very explicit about it, but they pretty heavily hinted at it. Anyway, hello, Stefan, you piece of garbage. How about you fucking leave? Bye. I am over-encumbered. Can I discard items? Like, can I just actually fucking remove them, drop them, something? I guess I can disassemble them in this mod. These are pretty expensive, so I would like to sell these rather than remove them. Yeah, I'd like to get rid of some of these items. Can you not ditch items right away? Can you not, like, toss them? I've never actually tried, I don't think. Oh yeah, anyway, so let's do a little check here. So, Harold has become a fanatic, so you're now +5 morale and no morale check when fanatics are dying. Or when teammates are dying, everyone's happy, everyone's happy. Dork has hit level 2, so you're now at +10 resolve, and no morale checks triggered upon losing hit points. Very good. True of Faith, very fine. Spectacles had ding ding before, I think, or maybe that was this time around, I don't think so, but it could be, could be, could be. So yeah, basically just a tiny bit more morale to go around for a lot of these characters, which is lovely. Can't really complain about that at all. Right, so we camp here, and we have the disgruntled mates take a bit of a rest. You are new, but you can work just fine. Where is our disgruntled mates? Where are our disgruntled mates, I should say, my bad. You are disgruntled, let's undo that. Fish is disgruntled. I think everyone else is happy. It was only Stefan that was very upset, but honestly, fuck that guy. Like, a lot. So you're good at healing, funnily enough. That's cool. Nice to have a guy that's good at healing, so you get to enjoy the healing job. Then we need to salvage a lot of stuff right now. Anyone that isn't particularly good at training or hunting or something like that, feel free to start salvaging. How about you? You. Alright, I think that's it. Okay, so then we have some people that need to do something else as well. We have no one on gathering. That could be you right here, Mr. Fisk. Why not? Then we have you, who could be hunting, scouting, or fletching. We don't have a fletcher otherwise, so how about you do that, just so we have a tiny bit of income in that regard. And then we still have 3 people on crafting. I think all of these will be training, you're training, and... No, you're hunting, actually, Cybot de la Spear. Welcome to the Hunters. Yeah, fucking Stefan really screwed us over. Not okay. So we're still salvaging a bunch of... Oh no, wait, I did assign you to salvaging, my bad. Yeah, that's intended, that's good. It's all good. Alright, we camp right here. Why not? God, that sound effect is not ideal. That was very loud. Alright, let's salvage a tiny bit longer. Here we go. Okay, that should give us a tiny bit of room. Well, 4 slots of room, that's not a lot of slots of room. We could kill these guys on the way back. Plethora of thugs, a single poacher. Sure, fuck it. Let's kill all these thugs. This should be pretty easy. We'll get a lot of junk items, so we'll have to do a little bit more inventory management, but honestly, I think this is fine. We just get to shoot a bunch of people. And that is always fun. This guy's a golden tag, Fish. How do you feel about that? I agree. Anything else we need to take a look at? Nothing particularly scary. Let's just go for this guy because he doesn't have a shield. Let's teach this guy that no hat, no shield is just not a look for the battlefield. That even rhymed. Oh boy. Imagine being the singular poacher here, the one guy that has a single sling, and they're like, oh yeah, fight him, we have range, you go shoot him, fuck him up. Like, that is a guy that has a lot of pressure on him, and not the tools to actually work with that. Poor guy, almost. Bango is still afraid. Why are you afraid, you absolute clown? You just killed 50 goblins, roughly. Vague estimation, like, very broad estimation. But it was roughly 50 goblins, I counted. So, like, stop being afraid, you silly sausage. How about we grapple and choke this guy? Oh no, wait, do we already use some AP, my bad? And a stab. Go here, and this man. I think this is a fine square to stand on. Oh, I stole your spot. Let's move one over. Let's whip here, Bango goes in, does this. I don't even need words to describe it, because he just does the usual. There's really nothing to say, like, Bango just does the thing that Bango does. Just Tuesday. And then Spectacles joins in on the fun, does exactly the same sort of thing. Bannerman rolls up. We whip a bit for absolutely no damage. Yeah, I mean, they shouldn't have just been sitting out here as a bunch of bandits camping for no purpose whatsoever. Like, what are you guys doing? Noob campers. Reported. Bonk. Oh. Hey Fish, how about you shoot this guy? Very fine, you left him alive on a pixel, which is a bit unfortunate. I would have preferred if you didn't do that, but honestly, can't really complain, that was quite far. Let's just try to kill one of you guys, there you go. Kill this guy, there we go. Stab this man, there we go. We go a lot recently. We roll up to this guy and bonk him, so he's now very afraid. His skull is a bit dazed as well. This guy is out of here, and I am not blaming him. This guy also tries to leave. I am once again not blaming him. Can we reach this man? I don't think so. Well, definitely not from back here. Go get him, Spectacles. You're almost there. Actually, I make you whoop 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 and then you reach him next turn. That's strategy right there. Also, Bango reaches him this turn. I lied, sorry. The sound you make when a whip ends your entire body. But you can catch this man, that's alright as well. Don't need to move you guys, you are going to stab, that is not going to happen. I mean, you might get a hit on him, but you're not going to end the man. Get a step on Dork, and it does not work. Can we chaos here maybe? That'd be alright. Nope. No chaos available. But yeah, these poor people is not entirely wrong. Dav'Kul does not fuck around. And neither do we. Honestly, Dav'Kul fucks around more than we do. Dav'Kul has been very, very fucky aroundy, hasn't he? All things considered. We've been waiting for Dav'Kul a bit and a half. Like, guy has not been really on the job, I must say. A heroic and valiant effort. Good man, Mr. Subs. Schleich. None shall escape. Future Bannerman does ding. Hasso does ding. The Slinger Man. Very fine. Most of this is garbage. This is money. I think these get added automatically to my pile I learned today. This is more money than that, which is the otherwise highest money here. Sure, there we go. Let's do this. Alright, we turn in the quest, we get a bunch of money. Hooray, they no longer have marauding greenskins. Any new mates for hire, since we may have a free slot or two. We still haven't checked out Siegfried here. He's pretty expensive for a guy. Let's do the ding-dings and then we're gonna call it a day, I think. Been going way longer than I expected, given that I started with a large pile of exhaustion in my body. Let's click on these two. Perk-wise, you have close combat archery. You can see the white in your enemy's eyes. Aim for it. Damage is increased by a percentage equal to your current range defense against the target 2 or less tiles away. I see. That is not happening for you, I'm sorry. Piercing shot, probably not. I haven't really enjoyed that very much. We could give you Lacerate. It looks like that should happen with any weapon, right? It literally says any weapon, so that should apply to ranged as well. Here, have Lacerate then. And apply Bleed with your rocks that you throw. Not entirely certain how that works, but you know. That is once again not the greatest morale roll. What are you doing, future Bannerman? Are you all moraled out? All resolved out? Let's give you some health. Bit of stamina in the future, maybe. Alright, yeah, but this is going to do us for the day. I am very tired, so I shall call it right here. Let's see if there's a DK or something to send you onto. Does not look quite like it. If I was to hang on for another half an hour or something, we would probably go live, but I don't know, I don't think I have that in me. So yeah, I'm just gonna call it here. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. GM!